live? Yes, yeah. All right, cool. We're all sorted. Yes, guys. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that crap. We are back. We are back for another preview and another transfer discussion, even though, yet again, the transfer situation is just... But yeah. That is our transfer activity. But there is some topics to go through. Disasi being blocked from a move to Aston Villa that he's shaking his bum for. More contacts for João Felix. The Tel situation, even though no one wants to be told anymore about this motherfucker. And also, we might finally have a transfer out of the club. Yeah, some more money's gonna come in. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, love it. But yeah, big up to every single one of you that's in there. Big up to Bat. Big up to Ethan. Big up to Denzel. Big up to Mike's. I'm going to be live on Mike's channel at 7 p.m. to do a West Ham analysis show. So we're going to redirect over there as well. And yeah, keep a lookout, guys. Keep a lookout. I'm sure all of you guys are already subbed to Mike's. If you aren't, everybody head over there and sub immediately. We're going to be live at 7 p.m. Live at 7 p.m. on this channel. Big up to 9. We are a disgrace of an institution. I understand. From a guy who was a Clear Lake sympathizer, I completely understand. I'm feeling more and more like that by the day. I'm just waiting for this Garnacho bid to drop, because you know it's dropping sometime within the next 24 hours. You are getting this Garnacho bid. It's not going to be on Sunday because United play, and it's not going to be on Monday because we're playing. It's going to be something in between both. Although, you know what? Tell a lie. Like, we wouldn't get it done on Monday anyway. The only day that is definitely written off is the one where Manchester United are playing specifically. But yeah, this bid's going to drop, and I'm just going to wait and see how stupid we are and how much money we actually want to throw at this garbage. But yeah, great. That's going to be our marquee signing to help guarantee top 4. Yeah. Yes, guys. Yay. Fucking shit. Right, who else? Big up to Tigo. Big up to 28. I'm going to say 28. Big up to Sam. Big up to Harvey. Big up to 2911 Gaming. Big up to 2911 Gaming. Big up to Arta joining the membership. My G. Shout out to Arta. Shout out to Nathan. Who else is in here? Terms and conditions applied. Always on some madness in the chat, but big up to you. Big up to you. Musty, my G, big up Jojo, big up Star Slayer, big up Fielder. I'm going to run with the narrative that it was Garnacho. And that's why we can't bring him to the Chelsea. Now, this isn't a fact. I'm not saying it as a fact. This is purely my opinion. I just hope it's correct, because that's a reason not to bring him to my football club. But yeah, big up Fielder. Big up Fielder. Big up to Warrior, ACFC, Sean. Big up to Sam. Big up to Mello. Yes, there should be a watch along for the Rumble tomorrow. I don't think I'm going out. So, yeah, watch along settings. Watch along settings. Big up to Leon. I will do. I will do. What a Galazzo. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. There's one random Twitter account saying that Mudryk's passed the exam. One random account just trying to get interactions. If Mudryk had passed it, we'd all know. That would be the biggest news of the day. Mudryk has passed his B sample. You'd have Pies talking about it, Dodgers, all the big media outlets, forget even the aggregators, Sky and BBC, they'd be talking about it too. It's not happening. It's not happening. Unless I hear it, I'm already assuming he's failed, because why the hell would he pass? It's the same sample. They haven't even taken a new sample from Mudryk. It is the same thing that they're sending again to get tested again. He's fucked. He's fucked. Let's call it what it is. He ain't making it out the hood. He ain't making it out the hood. I said signing Garnacho is disrespectful to the Chelsea fans. I hear it. Shout out to Sheik as well. A rival celebrating the move actively. He's going to be doing a celebration stream if we end up getting Garnacho. And we're going to have some other Chelsea fans doing the copium about, I can see why we're interested in him. He actually has got a bit of goal threat. Just spamming shoot ain't goal threat. It ain't. You actually have to be good with your shooting as well. You have to not be doing up P-rollers and just 2-mile-an-hour shots straight at the goalkeeper. Something with a little bit of fire, a little bit of vim behind it. Something that's actually aiming for a corner or a side of the goal. And he don't really do that. Now, he had a good game for his standards yesterday. Still, go away. No. Felix staying. Yeah, Felix weren't going anyway. He would have only left if Duran was going the other way. Villa are now still in contact, but it's like the phone's on Do Not Disturb now. Because what do we have to talk about? You don't have a striker for us, so we don't have business. Now Disasi's also getting his loan move blocked. Apparently he's fuming about it too. Villa and the player hope an agreement will be found quickly, but we are blocking and stalling the Disasi to Villa move. Why are we helping you? Why are we helping you? There's no reason for us to help you. We'd help you if you can help us. Duran is gone now, so worst of luck in your top 4 race. Worst of luck. And peace. And peace. Well, shout out to Maldini in the chat. Big up to Rob T. Fact is so quiet, seems like it'd stay a lot. Says a lot. About the Mudryk situation. Yeah, like, I don't know when the result will come back. Because I'm sure it's been over 6 weeks now since we heard about Mudryk failing the first test. Silence says to me you failed. I hear it. Marcus Rashford transfer has reached a standstill and Villa interested. Interest hype. Interest hype. It's not even a want, it's interest. Like, go do something. Go do something. I'd love them to get Rashford. That would be brilliant. That would be fucking brilliant. Because Osimhen don't want to leave, bro. Osimhen don't want to leave this season. I don't know whether there's a clause to break the loan or not, but he don't want to leave. He said he wants to spend the season there. So, yeah. I'm not even thinking about Osimhen as an option for now. I'm thinking for that as an option for the summer. If we can get top 4. If we don't get top 4, it's the same revolving circle of, oh, we don't want to pay his wages. Okay, don't waste my time then. Don't waste my fucking time. But yeah, big up to every single one of you that's in here. We got over 300 plus. Hit them likes. We aren't even at 100 likes, people. You lot are moving like Alejandro Garnacho. Don't be a Garnacho, guys. Do I have anybody clinical on this page? Oh, fuck. I actually don't think I've got anyone clinical here. Be a Giroud. Be a Giroud. Yeah, there we go. That's the best I have. Fucking hell, it's been a while. Goodness me. But yeah. Be a Giroud and hit the likes. Be a Giroud. Speaking of, like, we really need to be on job in the final third on Monday because there is so much riding on this game. So much. A win not only stabilizes us a little bit, brings a bit of confidence back into the squad, and relieves a bit of pressure from the manager and the rest of the team. It might also be enough to help us climb back into the top 4. Because we are only a point off Man City, in spite of all of this. And Arsenal is nowhere near a guaranteed victory for them. It's nowhere near guaranteed. So, any points get dropped over there, we should be capitalizing. Bournemouth, they have Liverpool. They're probably not winning that one, which means we have a bit of ground that we can open up on them too. Newcastle, I don't know if Fulham have something for us. I won't write it off because Fulham you don't really know what you're getting with Fulham. You don't really know what you're getting. But they could get something from that game. And then that means if we get this victory, we might be back in top 4. We might be a little bit calmer. Who knows? We might have actually closed a bit of a gap on third. Because we are still only 4 points off Nottingham Forest. 4 points off Nottingham Forest. And close the gap a little bit. if they manage to drop points. But this is only if we win. If we lose, if we draw, especially with it being Graham Potter as well, that could turn Stamford Bridge into like 18-19 Sarri ball levels of toxicity. I don't know if you guys remember those days. That is probably the most toxic atmosphere I have been at in Stamford Bridge. It was insane. Subs were getting jeered. Fuck Sarri ball was going around left, right, and center. That was mental. And that's what you could be seeing if we don't get these 3 points. Especially if it's a Sanchez howler. Because we're all going to be looking at the manager and saying, why don't you drop him? I know there's pressure from up above. I completely understand that. You do still pick the lineup. You do still pick the lineup, my friend. Because you just drop him once. Once. And if you have a good game, you're vindicated by it. As long as Jorgensen ain't a bum, and like from everything I've seen from him, bar 1/2 against Morecambe, he ain't a bum. Just do it. But he's probably not going to do it. The closest we got is hearing that Maresca is thinking about it. He's considering it. Sanchez is probably starting. So I'm not even going to bother thinking about that. But if we don't win, oh, brother. Things go the other way. Either we're not capitalizing on teams around us dropping points, because I struggle to believe that Bournemouth beat Liverpool. I struggle to believe that. City, I could see beating Arsenal. I could. But that game could really go either way. That game is very, very hard to predict. Arsenal are not great going forward, but they're good defensively. And they're obviously a threat from set pieces. They probably win the midfield battle as well. City, if they do the direct game, might have something, but Arteta is a lot more pragmatic in general. So he might not even like play a bit further forward with that in mind. So I can't really predict that one. Ultimately, do your job. Do your job, because this is a West Ham side that are looking a bit better in terms of performance, in terms of structure, but they have a paper-thin squad, and injuries have nuked their attacking line. So seriously, you can't be getting done by this forward line. They don't have Bowen, they don't have Somerville. Fulkrug's out again. Obviously, we know the Antonio situation. God bless him. I hope he gets well soon and he's able to play football again. But they got serious injury issues. I think Todibo is also out for this game as well. That'll do a lot of damage to their backline. Now, Paqueta, he's been in good form. I think Alvarez is another one that had a good game against Villa. Wan-Bissaka has obviously been one of their biggest threats this season. But all in all, that team's a little bit stretched. And we are actually going into this game with a lot of rest. We've got an entire week off. In fact, over that as well. So, look, we can't be fucking wasteful and fucking garbage for another game. The fact it's at home as well, I think, plays into our advantage too. West Ham aren't great away from home. West Ham typically don't like coming to our ground anyway. West Ham's form ain't even great, even though like it is still similar to us over in general, because they've got 1 win in 6. We've got like 1 win in 6 or 7. Man will say like, yeah, we're unbeaten in 3 or something at home, but that's the best that you have. That's the best you have. Shah, my G. Big up to everybody watching. Big up to everyone from Libya and all around the world. Big up to all you, man. Big up, bro. Big up to Jesters as well. My G. It's not really a robe, though. It's like one of them snuds. Had to get one with Chelsea, though. Had to get that one. Yeah, they're not even pushing for Ferguson, though. They're not really pushing for him like that. Our name's just now been thrown in the hat again. And we've always been looking at Ferguson. There's been rumours about that for months now. We've joined the race for Evan Ferguson. Yeah, sure. We've always been in the race. Always. But he looks like he's closer to joining. He looks like he's closer to joining West Ham anyway. I don't know if you're talking about West Ham or Chelsea, but both of us are linked with him. He seems a bit closer to West Ham than us. Figure that one out, and yeah, to be honest, Ferguson weren't even really that high up on my list, but I'm so desperate for some striker depth. I'd take him on loan till the end of the season. Fuck it. Just need someone different. Because it is really just Jackson in the 9, and we don't even want to give anybody else an option or a chance. He will get pity minutes. All we'll do in Kunku, who don't even want to play in the 9, and the manager don't rate him in the 9 anyway. So why are we even bothering? Loss, draw, win, draw, loss. It's actually, yeah, that ain't too bad. I've seen from West Ham fans, so they're saying they're playing a lot better than they did under Lopetegui. So we're not going to have a game as open as we did the last time we faced them. I expect them to be structured a bit better defensively. Very aggressive out of possession as well. It's just that forward line ain't really going to be great. Ain't really going to be that great. I think the last game they were playing Souček in one of the forward positions. Just have to double check that one quick. Yeah, these men had Paqueta up front. Fucking hell. Carlos Soler and Kudus on the right. Although I think Kudus is meant to be better on the right-hand side anyway. These men are dying out here. Danny Ings as an option off the bench. And I don't think they've got any standout attacking options there. Sanchez is going to give some howler off to fucking Paqueta or some bullshit, innit? Can't be fucking bothered. Talking up Hiu in the presser. I don't even think he talked him up like that. He said, Mark is improving a lot, to be honest. Day after day, he is more ready for that sort of game. Sometimes the decision is because sometimes I see something. Sometimes good, sometimes not. I can't emphasize how vague that quote is. Shout out Fielder still, but improving a lot. Sometimes I see something. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's not. There's a lot of sometimes in that. Give him some minutes off the bench. That's it. Or just do João Felix in the 9. Like, I'd rather that than Nkunku. Although, like, overall, I'd just rather Jackson start scoring again because we're dying out here. We're dying out here up top. Like, every game, it's like, Jackson, you are killing us, man. You are killing us. But here we are. Here we are. I expect us to set up well anyway. How the game continues, though, I don't know. We always seem to peter off in games, partly due to either a drop-off mentally or the teams start to change up and we don't really have a response to it. It's usually one or the other. Yeah, inconsistent. I hear all of that. Jackson's been inconsistent. It don't make a difference to me. Just give him like 20 minutes or so of Jackson stinking it up. Just give him 20 minutes. Worst comes to worst, he ain't good either. No one's going to knock you for it. What I will be annoyed for is if I see Jackson come off and it's Nkunku in the 9 again. Why? We've seen it enough times to know that shit don't work. Let's leave it. Let's just leave it. But yeah, must-win game. Must-win game. There is so much riding on this. Form's been too bad. No one's going to take a loss to Graham Potter. No one's going to take a loss to West Ham either at home. Especially with it being at home too. And it's just going to be more ground that we've lost. Like, I do still think out of all the issues that we have, Maresca's very low on that list. But, like, ultimately, we got to start winning games. One win in 7 just ain't good enough. Especially with the teams that we've been playing. The only thing I'll say is annoying, though. There has been games where it has solely come down to just our finishing not being effective enough. Like Crystal Palace. Like the Bournemouth game as well. If we were just a bit better in the final third, we win those 2 games, and suddenly the run of form that we've been on don't look nearly as bad. But even then, games like Palace, for example, Jackson had to be off a lot earlier. He had to be off a lot earlier. Bring on your João Felixes. Bring on your Mark Hughes. There's been a lot of things that have been going wrong. A lot of things that have been going wrong over the last couple of weeks, and we have to turn that around. We have to. Yeah, of course. Of course. But it's just, again, like with both of them, we have to say Jackson could have been off a bit earlier. And why is Sanchez starting? It's the thing. Maresca, in terms of a manager, I don't have a lot of complaints about. It's just selection. Sometimes the selection can be a bit better. Or the timing of subs. Bit of both. Like, we really should never be seeing Nkunku come on in the 9 position again. Never again. Never again. Thoughts on the current atmosphere? Bunch of garbage. But we don't help ourselves at the bridge because nearly every stand is hospitality. East Upper is hospitality. Half of West Lower is hospitality. East Lower is a family stand. Half of East Upper is hospitality. We don't help ourselves. We really don't. Now, away from home is the bigger shock. I did not expect the away atmosphere to be that bad. Fuck me, City was dreadful. City was dreadful. Like, yeah, not good. Our atmosphere's been terrible, and it's going to be like that for a while. At least until the form kicks up. Although I'm sure we were in good form at the start of the season, and people were still questioning our atmosphere. So maybe it's not even that. Maybe it's just this is what we are now for atmosphere. This is what we are. But this is what happens when you turn every stand into hospitality. And then these fuckers can't even sell off hospitality. So now they're doing a bunch of fucking giveaways near to match day. I saw one video of some guy just handing out random hospitality tickets on the Chelsea app. So, oh, you're going to the game. We're going to upgrade you for free. Going to upgrade you for free. Yeah, because you couldn't sell those tickets off. And now you have to fill them up. So, guess it's nice for whoever got the freebie. Fair play to you, man. Respect. But it's what happens. It's what happens. It's a shame, but we move. Big up to Citrus the King. I'm hearing Misha's sample came back negative. I don't believe that's the case. Don't believe that's the case at all. I think it was just one random account trying to shit star. Yeah, some guy called Eddie Chelsea. Look, let me show you, man, this quickly. Let me show you lot this. This is what man are falling for. And I'm not trying to draw you out, Citrus the King. I'm just making the point. Breaking, Mudryk is bad. He's back. He's tested negative. Ornstein Rashford. Huh? Hold up. What's happened here? Villa considering move to sign Rashford on loan from United. Rashford on loan. Fairs. Fair play. So, tested negative in the second phase of his doping test. Now, let me show you lot this. 11 followers. 11 followers. And man, I'm really like, how have 1.2 people like that? How has 1.2k man fell for that? It's insane. Shout out Citrus the King, innit? Like, I'm glad you brought it up anyway. I ain't trying to use this to draw you out, but I'm just making the point. This one random account dropped that news. And everybody ran with it. Everybody just ran with it. Fair play. With that down bad, everyone's begging for Mudryk to come back. Are you guys sure about this? Come on, man's got 11 followers. What are we doing? Oh, what? Fab's done the tap-in now. Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Like, that's a shout, you know. Who's going to win women and men's rumble? I think Reigns is winning the men's. That or CM Punk. I don't know who's winning the women's. I haven't got a clue. I really don't know. I really don't know still. That'd be a surprise. That'd be a surprise for me, whoever does. Tweet. Might be a shout. My sources are telling me we've pulled out of the Garnacho race. Intelligence. Yeah, Randy Orton will be there too. He'll be there. Actually, no, he won't. He won't. Yeah, he won't. He won't be still. But yeah, just to confirm, guys, Mudryk is not back. Wait, there's another account that did it as well. That brother's got 16K. Another fake one. Anything for the interactions with these guys. Man, them don't even have the blue tick. Just interaction baiting for the sake of it. Fairs. Fair play, man. No, he is not. No, he's not. Sancho is genuinely clear of him. Hell, I might argue even Neto. I might argue Neto too. Yeah, but that's just off CM Punk, like, just taking the piss. I don't know if he does, if she comes back or not. I hope so. I hope so. Fucking AJ Lee back in the day was fucking edited. Pure edited. Yeah, Citrus, man, it was fake. It was fake. Everybody would be talking about it if it was real. Everybody would be. Sky, BBC, Pies, Dodgers, the Vince account, all of them. All of them. But it's not, it ain't the case. I'm sure one day we're going to hear that he failed it. Sometime soon. Sometime soon. But yeah. Vara went to PSG and Garnacho as a replacement Conte once. Cool. Have him. Have him. We will play the Napoli anthem live on the channel if he goes to Napoli. We will 100% do that. Pacharo, yeah, most likely doing a watch-along for the Rumble still. West Ham are in advanced talks with Brighton for Evan Ferguson. Chelsea are monitoring the situation, but no direct approach just yet. Monitoring. Monitoring hype. That's what we're doing. We are monitoring. There we go. This is what I mean by joining the race. Okay, yeah, we're joining the race. What bullshit. Absolute bullshit. That's a bomber. Pacharo, I don't know what's going to happen with Cena because he ain't winning. I don't know if he goes for a title match or not. He's trying to do the humble thing. Said Rusev coming back. Is his contract expired or what? I don't think so. Well, just to take things back to the Chelsea game again, let me see what Maresca's been saying in the press conference. We are not planning to recall Kepa. Fine. I actually do still think Kepa's better than Sanchez, but whatever. I don't need two problems here. I've not decided on a goalkeeper yet for Monday. Jorgensen or Sanchez. Whatever the decision, it will be okay. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. I don't know whether to be happy or annoyed about that. The fact that he's thinking about it is a positive. The fact that he needs to think about it is also a negative. Because why do you need to think about it? Why do you need to think about it? You have two working eyes, my friend. I'm sure they work very well. I could have one eye and tell you that Sanchez is crap. I could have one eye that's visually impaired and I can tell you about Robert Sanchez. So, yeah, Will, like, step in the right direction, but just drop him. And maybe it's like what Joey said, and you can't, like, cuss him out in the presser. Look, we'll know when the lineup drops in it. We'll know when the lineup drops. God forbid. God forbid I see number 1 in number 1. Oh, have we got a bomber? Chelsea have reached agreement with Denner. Let's go. The Blues remain in direct contact with Corinthians to finalize the transfer, which will exceed 10 million. Yes, guys, we got a left wing depth. We got a left wing depth. Let's go. Anyone want some transfer dopamine? You want some transfer dopamine? Yeah. I like Denner kebab. Let's go. Let's go. He's going to be very good for us in 4 years. Shout out Denner, man. Shout out Denner. It is what it is. Cool. Did Fabrizio tweet that one or what? Was it Fabrizio that tweeted that? Uriel... I can't pronounce that brother's surname. But yeah, man, like Denner kebab. Come on, man. Let's go. Big up to him, man. Welcome to the Gargantuan Blues. Hopefully I will see you play for the Gargantuan Blues. Closing on a deal to sign Valentin Barco. I've heard that name before. Have we been linked with him? I swear I've heard that name before. Oh, God knows. Oh, yeah, we were linked. Yeah, we were linked to him before. Okay, cool. So we sent him to Strasbourg then. Whatever. But yeah, welcome to Chelsea Denner. What's the rest of the press conference saying? On Jorgensen's stance, I don't think so. The first time I spoke with Philip, he was saying, do the women have the same sporting directors? Yeah, they do. But you also didn't have to rip apart the women's team because they were already in a good spot. Plus, buying women's players you're buying women's players for like a tenth of the price you're spending on the men's team. So it should be a lot easier to maintain. You just leave it the way it is. But yeah, on Jorgensen's stance, I don't think so. The first time I spoke with Philip in July, I made it clear that the number 1 choice was Robert. We have 2 good goalkeepers. Oh, brother. So we can make some different decisions. It doesn't mean that Robert can make a mistake every game and stay in goal. You're pissing me off. You're pissing me off now. Because you're just lying to me. He makes a mistake every game and he stays in the goal. You're lying. You're lying. Bruv. It doesn't mean that Robert can make a mistake every game and stay in goal. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? He's just made 2 mistakes leading to goals in his last 2 games. Even the Bournemouth game, his positioning was garbage for Semenyo's goal. And the only shot that they had in the first half came off a Sanchez pass out the back. This brother's starting to annoy me with this shit. Because that's just a straight lie. That's just straight bullshit. For goodness sakes. Okay, so what else do we have? He's got a lot of questions about the goalkeeping situation. At least he's being pressed about it. Maresca on taking Sanchez out the spotlight, and could it help? Sometimes it can happen, not only in Robert's case, but it happened this season with Alisson, no? Wasn't Alisson injured? Not dropped. I swear Alisson was injured. I was reading about Donnarumma that Luis Enrique left him out. Sometimes it can be a solution, but it does not mean it is Robert's case. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Sometimes it can happen. Bro, you've been a manager before. You've been a player before. I'm sure you've seen man get dropped for bad performances. Why has it got to be different when it's a goalkeeper? Yeah, Will. I swear he was injured. He was injured. When did he get dropped? Yo, this press conference is looking like a stinker and hooked thing. This is looking stinky, man. Let me just double check. I'm not bugging, am I? Yeah, I'm looking at this. 90-minute, 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 90-minute thigh issue. 90 minutes, 79 minutes, hamstring injury, hamstring injury, hamstring injury, another 4 hamstring injuries, and then 90, 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Do they literally... Is it a case like they fucking kidnapped your girl and they're like, Sanchez plays every fucking game for 90 minutes or I'm putting a bullet in her. Every fucking game. I didn't even properly look through the quotes like this. Like, boy. I think he meant to say Edison. Brother, he said Allison. He said Allison. Let's not take away from what he said. He said Allison. Guys, I'd like to think that, but Allison. Let's just call it what it is. Edison had a rough patch and got dropped. Look, I might hear that. Man said Allison, though. Let me check, though. Was that... Okay, because I know Edison got dropped during that bad run. I know he got dropped. He had a 3-game run on the bench. Then had an injury for 4 games, was on the bench, and then was back starting again. But that's not what he said. He said Allison. Can't lie, I'm looking at you funny with this press conference, bruv. This is looking crazy. What's the rest of the quotes? Maresca hints that he wants a striker again. Slime, I'm with you, man. This ain't a good look. I'm with you. There's another one for people say I don't hold the manager accountable. I do. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Losing Wes has been a big moment. The good thing is we still play a good game with big chances, but the biggest difference for me is inside the box. Hinting at needing more goal threat again. We've heard rumours about him saying that he wants another striker in throughout the month. We still haven't got that. But Fairs, for him, he is solely putting everything down to us not burying our chances. In some games, I could hear that. But for as annoying as Nicholas Jackson has been, and I'm not taking any of that responsibility away from him, but I am also not using that to take a responsibility away from Robert Sanchez. I'm not doing that. Jackson being shit is not a reason to vindicate Sanchez. No. We're not doing that. I'll hear that you might need some more goal for it. I'll hear that. But we're not going to act like that is why it's fine for Sanchez to be being a bum. That's shit. What's the next quote? We have to see it through. Yeah, but I'm with you too. I'm not saying manager out. I'm not saying that. But this is stupid. This is stupid. But big up to you, Slime, man. On the bad run at Leicester at this point last year, is it helping him now? It happened exactly the same. In that moment, the good thing is we were dominating all the games. The big difference was inside the box. More or less, it's happening the same. Bar maybe City. All the games, we have chances to score. The big difference in this moment, I know we struggle with results in the last 6, 7, or 8. The performance is there. Again, to a point, I hear it. To a point, the big difference has been inside the box. But I will say inside of both boxes, blood. Both boxes. R1 and theirs. It's not just been, we need a striker. Man, he's really just putting everything just on our goal threat being a problem. And it's not been just that. Sometimes the subs have been too late. Sometimes it's a Robert Sanchez bozo moment. Sometimes, like Ipswich, it's Disassi that you've allowed to play at right back for a good 70 minutes. And he's been constantly targeted. So I'll hear that, but as one of the factors. Just one of the factors. Actual quote, he said inside of both boxes. I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. Where is that? Where is that? Bad run of Leicester at this point. Having exactly the same at the moment. Good things, we're dominating all the games. Big differences inside the box. More or less, it's happening the same. All the games, we have chances to score. No, he's just talking about attacking. He's talking about attacking. Yeah. Now, here's the thing. He's actually got a little bit better at that. There has been relatively earlier subs. Like Wolves, we didn't have a problem with any of the subs that were made. He actually brought off Jackson relatively early against City. It's just you brought on Nkunku. You brought on Nkunku. He used there. I'll allow João Felix because he had to leave because of family shit. That's fine. That's fine. Obviously, I can't tell you bring on João Felix when he had to leave. It is what it is. I mean, he used there. And how are the commentators on Chelsea TV even saying, go play Hiu? Even they're saying it. All right, bruv. Here we are. I don't think that's the case because I think Maresca said we got an apology from PGMOL for that pen. So I don't even think that's the case. And also, Jorgensen went the right way for it. Jorgensen went the right way for it, I think. No, but even then, like, we can't say Jorgensen ain't a good goalkeeper when you don't get a run of games to show it. He had a good season for Villarreal. Had a good season for them. Yo, big up to Sheikh. Big up my guy. We benched Kepa and sent him on loan, and he cost more than Sanchez. Are the board or sporting directors protecting Sanchez, or is it Maresca? If so, it's his fault then. Maresca's protecting him, but I also think with heavy pressure from Winstanley and Ben Roberts. So you can put all three of them there because Maresca can still drop him. I don't think he's going to get sacked for playing Jorgensen for 4 games over Sanchez. And if he was, then we know what it is. We know what it is anyway. But that would never be the case because they're not ripping apart a 5-year contract because, oh, you've played Jorgensen for 4 games. But just play him. Stop being a pussy, man. Fucking play him. I'll acknowledge the pressure that's on you, but, like, you're the manager. Make the decisions. It's you. They gave you the 5-year contract. Tell them go fuck themselves. Tell them go fuck themselves. I'll pick who I want. If you don't like it, sack me. Because you're the manager. You make the decisions. You pick the squad. You pick the structure. You decide the entire game. So, yeah. Yeah, but in terms of benching Kepa and sending him on loan, like, Kepa should never, ever be the answer for us. And if Kepa is ever the answer for anything at Chelsea, just know we have fell off a fucking cliff. I would rather start Jorgensen. I would rather Jorgensen. Should just be Jorgensen and Petrovic. That should be it. João Felix's salary makes the potential deal to Aston Villa complicated. You're the only one in this deal. You're the only one talking and you're talking to yourself. We're not listening. You're on do not disturb. We're on sleep mode. Go away. Leave my club alone. Leave my club alone. What else is there? On fans giving Sanchez stick. Oh, this will be fun. This will be a fun one. We need the fans. We need them. The players need them. Understanding for sometimes they cannot be happy with the player or manager. But for sure, we need the support. Yeah, Maldini, of course you do. I ain't even surprised by that. I am not shocked by that. They have to trust our direction. If I see something I don't like, I'm the first one to not accept that. So now you're telling me that you like what you're seeing from Robert Sanchez. Fuck me, man. Oh, brother. Now, in terms of the fans, like, I get it. You need the support. You do need the support. And, like, the fans will give you that support from the start. You'll go in, you'll get the clap, all of that. When you go to Matthew Harding for the first half and everything like that. I hear all of it. I hear all of it. The fans will be up for it from the start. But let Robert misplace one pass. Let Robert drop one ball. Let Robert do anything stupid. Whole Matthew Harding ends on him. That whole support, that whole faith or belief, yeah, this will be the game. So, if you want to run that risk for one more game, it's on you. It's on you. But if he has a fuck up and the fans start going toxic and turning on him, you know what? You've put him out there again. You've put him out there again. You have put him in that position where he's going to be getting cussed out by the Matthew Harding end, by Stamford Bridge. You have done that. The fans are only going to react to what the fans see. They're only going to react to what they see. So, I mean, yo, you start him again. But you need to know Sanchez needs to be man of the match or he ain't going to be getting that loud-ass support. Tag me on a post. What's this? What have you tagged me in? I don't see anything. Is this the one you commented in? Oh, no, that's not. That's that idiot I drew out. I can't see anything. Oh, Patsy post. What's he said? What's he said? Yeah, Brendan, it's stupid, man. Oh, he's saying Jorge Mendes ain't getting enough of an agent fee. Oh, shit. So that's the difference. Oh, I'm just looking out for the best interests of my client. Oh, but I need to see if I can get the right agent fee for my player. Shut up, man. Felix don't even want to go like that. Shut your mouth. I think this man wants to leave London for Birmingham. Have some shame. Birmingham's a nice city like that, but no, it ain't London. Dead. 20% future sale on Cassidy. Fuck me, what a waste. What a waste. He said Boniface was the one Al Nasser picked, did he? Let me check. Maybe he deleted it because I can't see it. Oh, yeah, I see it. Moved away from Duran after Villa asked around 100 million for him. They are set to sign Boniface. Set to sign Boniface. Even then, he hasn't said that as a guarantee, though. It's like set to sign. That's the same media jargon they always use. He is set to make this move, monitoring and all that garbage. But you never say it in a concrete way to give yourself a way out. Always happens. Always happens. Tel has refused to join Tottenham. Shock and horror. Shock and horror. I never really thought he was going Tottenham anyway. I just didn't think he was going to us. He don't want to join Chelsea because too many no guarantees about him starting. But why would he want to go to Tottenham? Why? No sense. Yeah, Naj, I think he goes United still. I think they offload Garnacho and they go and get Tel instead. Fab Bomber. Let me guess. Is it the Tel stuff? Go on, Fab. What are you going to tell me today? Yep. Rejected Tottenham. Rejected Tottenham. So, Tel's current decision is to reject Tottenham proposal. Despite willingness to sign for 60 million package and face-to-face talks, Tel's informed Spurs about his decision. Hold that. Hold that. Of course, it's Tottenham. Who'd want to join them? Who'd want to join them? Listen to him on video, timestamp 8:30, 8:45. Who? Who? Are you talking about Maresca? You talking about Maresca, Jay? They ain't even got a super chat. Just tell me. All right, cool. I'll get the press conference up. 8:30 to 8:45, you said. Just gonna change the title quick. We're still linked with Tel, so fuck it. I'll throw that out there. 8:30 to 8:45. What are we hearing?
Last games has been inside the box. We concede probably goals that we can avoid, and we could score the goals that probably in different moment we score goals. It's what it is. We need to continue and try to understand how we can improve these kind of things. Moment we concede probably in this moment in the last games has been inside the box. We concede probably goals that we can avoid, and we could score the goals that probably in different moment we score goals. It's what it is. We need to continue and try.
So he has addressed both boxes then. Why didn't they include that on the Dodgers tweet? Fine, okay, at least he acknowledged both goals then. Okay, cool. We've got a little bit more of a positive. Nice. Nice. That's good. He's addressed both, that we've been a problem in both boxes. Nice. Now, can you drop the problem in one of those boxes, please? Can you just drop the problem? That would be sensational. That would be sensational. Yeah, Jay, thank you for bringing that up, man. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Big up to you. Big up to you. I wouldn't even say Tel's a scrub. It's just I'm not going to treat him like he's Osimhen or like he's some actual experienced striker that's going to instantly walk in and benefit us. He's just a direct option that I would rather have over Garnacho. That's just it. You tell me Tel or Garnacho, I'll take Tel. I'll take Tel. Thank you very much. But past that, okay, you don't want to join us, fine. Can we stop begging it, please? Can we stop begging it and keep it moving? Big up to Ted End, my G. He says, Tel has some sense of rejecting Spurs. Even though he's afraid of the Chelsea forward line competition. Can't knock him. He wants to play ball. Now, I respect it as well. Like, you want to be a guaranteed starter somewhere. Fine. If you don't want to join us, fine. Tel is not somebody that I'm going to be crying about. It's just, can we move on then? Like, we didn't even have to keep talking about it till the end of the month. Chelsea are considering whether to drop a bid. We are weighing up whether to drop a bid. Just move on, man. Move on. Shout out Ted, though. Like, I thought he was going to reject them anyway. The fact that he needed some time to think about it when it came to Tottenham, it was like, yeah, you know what that means. Anybody else want me? Anybody else? Just wait there, mate. Anybody else? I'm looking for a transfer. Agent, ask the top 5 leagues. Anybody want me? Anybody want me? Who want me? Is it just Tottenham? Is it just Tottenham? Give me a second to think about it. Give me a second to think about it. Oh, United's there. I'll take it. I'll take it. They have a better chance of winning trophies. That's just it. Man said, give me some time to think about it. Because imagine that. You leave Bayern Munich to go to Tottenham. Oh, boy. Talk about a downgrade in every essence of football. Fab tweet. Is it the Tel news again? Because if it is, we've already brought it up. Oh, there's another Tel one. Another Tel one. Mathys Tel and his agent are in Munich together to assess all options after rejecting Spurs' proposal. Tottenham will explore other targets while Tel will consider other bids for loan, permanent move. United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Aston Villa, all in contact. He's probably going to go Villa. Villa or United. Arsenal? I think he'll join any of them except us, to be honest. Arsenal's a surprise one in that one. Like, I genuinely don't know why our name's in here still, but like, I think he joins any of those 3 except us. And it might be Arsenal. Because he give him something different off the left-hand side. Fielder, if he can't break in over Martinelli, then he's shit. He's shit. Villa could be an option because he'd be striker depth for what's his name? For Ollie Watkins. Arsenal and United would be his best options in terms of like starting and like still having a chance of winning trophies. I could see him join anyone in that list except us. Anyone except us. Hopefully that's the last we see of our name being linked with him, but we know that ain't going to be the case. Yo, when are these men just going to drop this Garnacho bid and get things over and done with? I don't even want it to drop, but I know it's going to drop close to deadline day, and I just want to get this shit over and done with because I'm tired of waiting. It's boring. It's fucking boring. Drop something shit. Hopefully they reject it and we keep things stepping. Fucking garbage. Yeah, Naj, trust me, man. Fucking Varat Shelley are right there, man. I think Joey said that move was already set in stone from the last window, but I mean, fuck it. Get in the way. Offer more money or some shit. I don't care. I don't care. Any other quotes? Nah, nothing. Nothing. Torino reached an agreement for Cassidy, 10.8 million fee, 20% sell-on clause. Is that even like great profit? I don't know. No. Yo, Naj, I hope you're correct. Alex, I'm going to drop the link in 2 minutes. I'm just going through the last bits of news. Blocking the Sassy to Aston Villa move. Good. Huh? What would be the point of that? What would be the point of that? These men play a fucking beyond a high line. And you want Disasi? What would be the damn point? You're not even gonna... He's not even gonna raise his value over there. It's gonna go down. You know what? For the chaos, go do it. For the chaos, fuck it. Fuck it, it'll be a laugh, innit? But there's no way. There is no way they want this Sassy. You are sabotaging your club. There is no way. Now, if it's a man that plays a deep line, I hear it. Why would Tottenham want him? Just why? That's insane, man. That's insane. Although it does seem like the Sassy does want to make a move because he is hoping that the Villa move goes through. Would he even want to go Tottenham, though? That would say a fucking lot. That would say a lot. I swap for swap. Get me Van der Ven. Get me Van der Ven. Actually, no, he's injured too. He's injured too. There ain't no point in that. Mental. Fucking mental, man. Go do it. Go do it. Disasi in a high line, in a fucking Spurs high line. That shit I need to see. I need to see. All right, but I'm going to drop this link out anyway. So big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that shit. Big up to all you, man. And we'll see what everybody's saying. Don't go anywhere as well after the stream because we're going to be live on Mike's channel. But yeah, link is going out. Smash the likes, up the Chelsea. Super chat if you want to get your comment read out. And yeah, Bon Robert Sanchez. Bon Robert Sanchez. Yeah, he went to Germany just to get rejected. Hold that. Hold that. Oh, shit. Daniel, I didn't even see your message from earlier. My bad. My bad. But yeah, link's going out. Alex, there you are, mate. There you are. Nearly done, guys. Nearly done. Oh, Kai's coming in March. Let me know what. All right, calm. That's easy. That is easy done. And yeah, watch along settings this weekend and on Monday. I won't be at the game. So we will be back here on the corner. Nearly done. Nearly done. Last 5. Cool. Yes, guys. Big up you, man.
Big up.
How's my microphone?
Oh yeah, your mic's great, bro. Mic's great. What's Fabrice Hawkins saying?
Nothing, man. Nothing. There's no news. Chelsea don't need to sign nobody but striker. Josh, big up, Josh. When you coming back to the stream, Josh?
Oh, it's Tel shit.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Yeah, big up Will as well, man.
Big up, big up.
Big up.
Big up, bro. The number one thing we need is a striker, and it looks like it's going to be Evan Ferguson on loan or nothing. If we even go in for him. Because that's just the same monitoring shit that we've heard before.
Yeah, it's a big if. Yeah.
Hope kid's okay, Josh. Hope kid's okay.
I said Fabrice Hawkins bomber for United. It's not a bomber. It's just they're in the race to sign Tel. It's nothing else. It's not a bomber. Come on, guys. We have to discern what a bomber is. A bomber is like something that's actually happened. Terms agreed or some shit. Daniel, sorry, I didn't see your message from yesterday. My bad.
If we don't
big
sign...
up Moyo, man. Big up.
It's all good, bro.
Fuck.
That's
My
good.
favorite N-word is here.
That's good. What's good? Oh, he can't speak yet. What's good, guys? Why are you hating
big
on
up.
Alex? What I ever do to you? You can't stand me being an N-word, so we just can't vibe together. I get it. It's fine. R and N don't really go together. It's fine.
All right, and then did you? Anyway, let's not divert from the football. But
Yeah.
there's
Let's get back.
Crazy idiot on MMA. I don't know. Wow.
Which one?
Which
There
one?
was one from Arkansas, the UFC fighter.
Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell.
Listen, let's not talk about Bryce Mitchell. Let's talk about football.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
We have a
so
real-
it looks like
We
number
have a
one
real,
starting again.
real criminal. We have a real criminal on our hands. We got to look at.
I
Who's
mean,
the role?
And that's the manager, man. We have to be honest.
exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
We got another one.
I actually, Daniel, I actually think like even if you don't want like, for example, you don't want Maresca out,
Yeah.
but you constantly picking the player that costs you the games. Like I don't understand that point. Like I seriously, like, for example, even if like there's a rumor that management wants him to start him.
Yeah.
Drop
Wow.
him. It's still your
I mean,
choice.
like, no. What I'm saying is, like, you're gonna get fired because of it.
It's just self-inflicted at this point.
Yeah, they're just gonna leave him on his own at the end. That's what happens with all the previous ones too.
Well, that's not even the thing, Kai. The thing is,
Obviously, he doesn't care or he doesn't understand that. I've been saying that they're gonna fire you either way, so you better play
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah.
if,
So
like,
there's no
at least
excuse of this
exactly.
play. You better try your best to win as much as possible because that's all they really care about.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. Like 2 months ago, we were second. So we're arguing if we're title contenders or not.
But that's you see, but
Missed those
that's
times
the
already.
Gals of Chelsea fan base. That's the Gals of
Yeah,
Chelsea fan base.
it's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Bro,
Let
but-
them be.
Yeah.
Bro, but
The
either
guys,
way,
the guys with more selfies than Britney Spears did when she was young. Like that's the guys nowadays. Like
Bro,
the
but-
first, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
guys with TikTok.
but we tripped like a fat kid on the stairs, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. We rolled all the way down to 6, and now we might be even 7th, man.
You know, it's like it's like if you have kids, you see the kid. There's actual really good TV show used to be like the kids in the 80s, like when they were raised. The kid is about to stick a nail into the outlet, and the mom was like, "No, don't do it," and the dad like, "No, let him do it." And the kid sticks the nails and it hits him electric. He's like, "Now you know." That's
Yeah.
what Maresca
not-
will. That's how Maresca will be like. Oh wow, maybe I should have listened.
No, but Maresca's moving like the one that's like he's done it. He's got hurt. Let's just put another nail in.
Now he's pushing it like top 6,
But-
top 6 this
But
season, top
that's
4
the
is
kind of
next
manager we
season.
have, though, isn't it? That's the kind of
Mm.
manager we hired, the one that has to learn on the job, that has to trip up on his own, make his own mistakes. That's the position we're in with this kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I hear all
more-
this,
more-
but with the Sanchez stuff, it's like it's right in
Yeah.
front of you what's wrong and
Mm.
what you can change.
Not,
You're
not even
changing
the,
it.
not even the Sanchez stuff. He's just pushing the goalpost. Every goal that he failed, he's like, okay, oh yeah, the goal wasn't
No,
there for that
no.
anyway.
You see,
Top four
that-
No,
wasn't
no,
there
he
anyway.
said from August that top 4 weren't the target. That's come from the sporting directors.
So
well,
Some-
yeah,
some-
but
you see,
why does he push it though?
nah, that's a lie. So why?
No,
hold
he
on a
said
second.
that. I can get the quotes.
I understand. I understand. Why Pochettino got fired then?
Yeah, She finished fifth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying to that. Exactly that.
Why did Potter got fired?
Honestly,
How
I don't.
Pochettino was- Pochettino was chatting shit to them. So and Potter was
Exactly.
in 11.
That's what I think was happening.
Yeah.
He was starting to stand his ground, and they said, "Nah, you finished sixth.
Come on, they
You
didn't
don't
really
have
like
you don't
that.
have that.
Yeah, but
You don't
you
have
know
a
that
leg to
Poch,
stand
yeah,
on."
but you know that Poch interview at the start where he addressed the whole fans here. He said himself what his targets were. He said we were going to compete for every trophy.
Bro,
Maresca
all these
didn't do that from
managers
the
flip
start.
flopping. All these managers flip flopping. They come up with
That's why you
plans.
got to look at
Bro,
the
we
I
had
As they
agree.
three-
should,
no,
as they
because we had
should at
three
Chelsea.
things that top four was the target last season, and then around February, March, we heard that the target had dropped to top 6. So that was before even Poch was talking. Target was there, then they tried to drop it. Then they said they sacked
You
Poch
see,
because
I
he didn't
don't-
reach the targets, and now they're saying we have no targets under
I
Maresca.
do
That's
not
waffling.
believe that the owners see Chelsea before this flop and said like, look, this team capable of doing something. They're not gonna go like, yo, it's self-inflicted wound at the end of the day. If we drop out of top 4 and into the unknown, he will be sacked as quick as I cannot even say. But my biggest point with whole situation with Maresca is even when you brought that conversation, whatever that on YouTube, like 38 minutes, the guy literally put the second. He acknowledged that we have a striker problems, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What
Both
was his?
boxes,
Yeah. What was he saying that the reason why we not winning the games is because of the striker is not present and we're not finishing those chances, right? You apply the same situation with goalkeeper. Even if Jackson score 1-0 and you go 1-0 until 1-1 happens because of this, what's his name? Goalkeeper made that one goal that we barely can score irrelevant.
Bro,
So he
I
should
think we
you
established as favorites, though, Alex.
You see, like I
Since day
swear,
one.
man, I will the best how you say it, the newspaper articles, the correspondence should be lawyers, because lawyers know how to fucking ask the questions. Those bums that sit in a room and ask him, "Oh, what do you think of fans that?" He answer you with the striker. Use the freaking same example and slap him with that big ass bald head of his and say, like, look, you not scoring, but you can consider the goals based off same individual problem. But you're not addressing that problem. You're saying you're comfortable with that problem, but you're addressing Jackson's problem, even though I know it's a problem. But you look,
Bro,
for example,
last
you
week-
no.
Go
You
on,
to fix Jackson problem, you need signing. To fix that bump problem, you don't need signing.
You have the options right there. And then he had the nerve last week to compare him to Caicedo. And he's like, Caicedo misplaces a pass here and there. Like, what do you, man's a player of the season, you're trying to compare that. And
Bro,
then today he's saying, oh, it don't mean Robert can make a mistake every game and stay in goal. My friend, he has made 2 mistakes leading to 2 goals in our last 2 games.
He has
5
favorites.
mistakes
He had it with
direct to
Jackson.
goals.
He had it with many players
that's
before.
true.
The same thing with Sanchez. That doesn't matter how shit they play. He plays them again, over and over again. I've been saying this for weeks. He has favorites, bro. Same thing with Sanchez and Jackson. He likes these guys. I don't know why, but he likes them. He refused to drop
But
them.
with
man. He
Jackson,
refused
it's
to
because
try.
we just don't trust Mark Hugh like that. As much as I disagree with it, at least he's 18 and he's inexperienced.
So-
Jorgensen is there with the highest save percentage in the Liga last season. You can fucking play him.
So let
You
me
can play
tell
him.
you what I found out recently about the financial part of the players. That, for example, for example, if Jackson is or not Jackson, whatever bum we have that did not work at Chelsea, but we sell him for lower fee that we bought him. For example, if Casadei situation. So the way I'll tell you later who told me that. I don't know how that worked, but this is what he said. He said that if we put simple math, 20 mil, we bought the player, 10 mil, we sell it. It looks like we're losing a profit, right? But when we sell it, Chelsea invert 40 to 50% sell-on fee. So when they sell that player, if he performs, we pretty much recovered that original 20 mil that we sell it, even if Chelsea's selling him for 10. most of the Chelsea signings sales are going to be a sell-on clause.
Yeah,
So
well, it's
that's
a
the way-
20% sell-on clause. It's not 40-50%. It's 20%.
Yeah, it's 20%.
No, I'm saying like that's what they think they can do to recoup that money.
But it was
But 20%.
10.8 for the base fee.
No, no,
so
no,
20%
yes.
should cover the rest and get a bit of profit.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm saying. Like
Well, that's if he becomes. See, that's if he becomes a 80, damn near 80 million player. No.
no. I'm
No,
talking
like, it's
about
a 12
20
million
mil player.
transfer.
I'm
You
not.
need 2
I'm not
million.
talking about.
Oh, wait, hold on. 1% at a time. I can't hear.
12 million transfer for us. So it would be like another 2 million, I think.
What I'm saying is like I didn't say specific player. I said 20 million player. Doesn't matter which one. 20 million player. You sell him for 10, and you included a fee, buyout fee that they will recover. That's what how they can recover for player did not succeed at Chelsea.
Basically, what they're going to do with Cassidy.
Yes,
Much, yeah.
Bought
and
him for
that's why
20.
they buying those. That's why they buying the kindergarten, because value on them, no matter what, it's still
Yeah.
be. It's like a rent play
Well, that
property.
depends on when those guys end up selling them and how much they sell them for.
Yeah, how much they go for. It's
Yes.
still a bit. It's still an if. For
If
sure.
they
No,
make
no,
it or
no.
not.
Those players-
What I'm saying, Moya, I'm saying today, 10 million player is not going to be the same player in 5 years.
Yeah.
Same value. Even the bums like Garnacho, 60 mil. Out of what? Do you see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but for example, 5 years from now, maybe that player is at the end of the contract. They only have 1 year left, and so they've gained value, but there's still an if of, for example, how much they have left that will dictate their value.
What
So
I'm saying, if for the players that does not make at Chelsea, that's how they assume to recover the rest of the 20 mil.
yeah, but
the
for
rest of-
example, you know, Casadei goes to where Lazio, Torino, wherever he is now, and maybe he just becomes a shittier player than what he is now. Over 5 years, if you compare apple to apple, the kind of the number of years left on his contract and what value he'd go for, it would be higher if he had the same like apple to apple comparison 5 years down the road. But for an example, if he has only 1 year left, or maybe he
Yes.
had an injury, something like that, where his value ultimately, you know, drops even lower.
Then
it's
12
still-
million, right?
Yeah, but he would be worth way less than 12 million, would he not?
You see, that's what I'm saying. Like the risk of losing the money in even from 3 years on the baseline player, it's enormous. You still can. It's more chances
I see
you will
what they're
recoup your
doing.
money.
Yeah,
No,
see
you
what I'm
can make
saying?
your,
Yeah.
you can
That's
make
what-
your money back.
Don't-
You can make your money
Yeah,
back.
you
That's
can make your
fine.
money back.
Yeah.
That's
But
what
that's
I'm
not
saying.
like that's not a. I don't know. Is that like a win? What's that? I'm confused.
No, no,
exactly,
no. I'm
exactly.
saying like that's what I heard. Somebody told me.
It's
That's
not-
a from
Okay, I mean,
financial
that's-
part.
No, I
Yeah,
see,
but
I
look,
see
the
what,
club,
Nah, we
the
can
club,
buy
I
yeah,
see
all
the
what
that,
they're
club,
doing
but
because it's not
One
really
at a
about
time,
the
guys.
win. It's not really about the win-win per se, but it's about balancing
Exactly.
the books.
Over
Because that's a
exactly.
big thing for them, and you can see how they're operating. Is just that balancing the books.
That's what I. That's what
It's
I
stocks.
said.
It's
What I
basically
heard.
managing stocks, Daniel. Same fucking
Exactly.
thing.
Mm.
Man, that's cool. Being forced to balance the books for a player that did nothing for you, right?
Exactly.
You get no value
Yeah,
I'm
that's
for
where
just
we're
it.
telling
at.
you that's
I mean,
what
I
a
guess,
term
like, that's-
financial point.
It's like, all right. I mean, you know.
And look, the thing with Cassidy is you're going to carry on doing it. If you get one out of these, say, 5 players that bangs for another team, you'll be making all that money back straight away. So that's why they don't care. They'll just
But
keep
that-
spamming it out.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
true,
say
but
that.
That's sadly
that's-
where we are, though, because we don't
that
have
would
a
also
damn
be
giving
an
time.
you
L
an
if a player
example
bangs
of-
that
Bro,
quickly. You know
that's
what
where we are because we put ourselves in this situation.
That's
We
where
spend
we
a
are.
lot of money. We
It's
should
all
do
our
much
fault
better,
anyway,
bro,
yeah.
the money we spend, bro.
I didn't mean
Yep.
to divert the conversation
Yeah, I get
from
what
no
you're saying,
transfer
Alex.
window because there's still no transfer window.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like that's what I heard, and I just put out that idea because I think it makes sense from their point
From
of
their
view.
point of view.
Exactly. I didn't say that I agree with it. I'm just saying that they do have some kind of plan to balance the books. That's all it was.
Yeah, it's a recovery. It's a recovery plan.
Yeah.
But
Recovery plan.
what
Yeah.
about balancing the league table, bro?
That's the problem.
That's the biggest one.
That's
yeah.
the fucking problem.
That's why
pretty big
winning on
problem in
Monday is so
football, bro.
important because we can still
Yeah.
climb back up. But we're just
Bro, and the
losing
games
more and
are
more
run-
ground by the week.
Bro, Maresca speaks like the games are like we still have a lot of games. The games are running out, bro. He's talking like we're in the beginning of the season, man.
Yeah, because he's calm because he hasn't
Fraser,
been given
you
the
just
target.
got
That's
yourself
why.
Uzbekistan disaster. You just literally got yourself Uzbek disaster, man. Did you watch him in the Champions League got booed for the first goal?
Who?
Fraser. Shush.
Oh, Disassi. Oh, fair enough. No, but like, yeah, he's speaking like that because he hasn't got any targets for this season. That's why.
Bro, but that's because
the
he keeps
problem.
pushing the targets away. First, we were playing very
No,
good.
it's just the sporting directors have told him there's no target. That's
But
why.
I don't
I don't
believe
believe
you.
you.
That, though.
That's
I
still not an
do
excuse,
not
bro.
believe you.
That's still not
I
an
think it-
excuse. It's
Yeah,
still
I
not
know
an
this is
excuse.
PR management, bro.
I don't believe it. I do not believe it.
Bro, that's still
I
not
don't
an
know how
excuse.
we've got to that
I don't
point.
want to believe it,
But
to be
he's been
honest.
consistent with that all season.
Lewis,
I just don't know how we've got to that point after
Lewis,
spending
we are
250
cashing
million
our
and
sponsor,
sacking
our
a
main
manager.
sponsor. You know how I don't believe that? Because we are cashing our main sponsor on getting top 4 in Champions League, bro.
Bro, I've been
Exactly.
saying everything
Yeah.
you're saying. I've said too.
hard.
I don't get how he has no target, but that's.
I
what's
think
been
he does
really-
have target. I think he's
You know
defending
what?
his ass, bro.
I agree with you and
I'll believe it,
Alex, but when he says the owners or the board have said no target, when he puts their name in there like that, I don't know. It's hard to say.
What
it's hard to
business
say.
Oh,
doesn't have a
why?
target,
Why?
bro?
No, Moya.
Because
What if he's like, look, they all there. They all there. He can like. It's like, look, I can tell you whatever you want to hear, and
August.
and what's his name, and the owners, like the sporting directors, know. They know that he will say that, for example, and say like, look, I'm gonna say that. It's not like I know my targets. I'm just gonna say that to keep the pressure off the players.
So you think they've all agreed that he can publicize
Yes,
that, but
yes,
it takes the
it's a
pressure
break-
off them, so
Yes,
they're okay with that.
yes, it's a serious deflection. It's like
That's
when you ask.
believable.
It's
That's
like when
fine.
you ask a gal, what would your tactics you would change in the second half, and he's like, I'll bring that player for that player. It's the same fucking tactic. You just change the player. That's
that
how
makes
he
sense
talks.
actually, because especially this appointment is by the directors, and if they can get the pressure off of all of them, Maresca as well as them, I think maybe it's okay. They can have that.
Because
pressure.
Yes,
think about
Josh,
it,
he did.
We finished 5th last season, so surely they want to improve on that. Like,
Well, they
this
want
season.
to,
That's
and they
the
have
problem this
to.
season, though.
They have
Yeah, they
to.
have to.
But yeah.
Because they're banking on that Jordan deal, man, and Jordan not gonna
Four,
want to
yeah.
wear that in Uzbekistan, bro. I'm gonna tell you, man. They're not
Do
gonna.
you think
wanna
that's still on the
have that guys
table
there,
this
bro.
season? I heard that was last season.
People are
was
saying
about-
that it is.
If we play the way
They
we
won a
play,
London
we're not
Cup,
gonna
apparently,
get
so-
Jack. We're not gonna get Jordan's. We're not gonna get Jordan's sport. What's this?
Sponsor. Yeah.
So who is
Sponsor.
that? Who is that? Who's that? Mute
You're
up.
not even gonna get New Balance, bro. Playing like
No,
this,
no,
bro.
no. We will get Kanye's sponsor. I swear, man. What's his name? Yeezys.
Hey, man, that's good money, man. I don't know if they still make them,
It's
but
a good controversial money. We'll take
yeah,
it.
it's good.
Hey, we do controversy, don't we?
I don't know which Yeezys you guys are talking about, but
Pretty sure that's shut down.
it's not the one
Yeah,
with
maybe.
with Adidas and Nike, man. It's not gonna be that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear the same thing. Maybe that's the case, but that's been what he's relayed throughout the whole season.
Bro, I'll be real. I just think it's a manager who's failing, trying to push away a bit of the responsibility from himself. Because when we were playing
No,
good,
but he said
Wait,
that
we
since
really
loving
don't.
that, bro.
Kai, he has said this since August, so it can't be that.
Bro,
I
but
actually brought the article up. This is from August. He's been saying this.
You're
either
not
way, he's
seeing
trying
the
to push
same
the
patterns
pressure.
from
Even
previous managers
Yes.
over again every year.
Yeah.
We're seeing the same patterns over and over again.
yeah,
But yeah, we're
I
still
mean,
blaming the
if,
managers.
if it was up to me, I would push the. I don't blame it on the managers. I like Maresca. I blame it on the sporting directors that they got, the twins. I don't know why do we
You
have
see,
to have sporting
I
directors
do
for
blame
so long.
Maresca. I do blame Maresca because you can see the way he's treating the team. It's how he reacts. So, for example, if somebody makes mistakes, for example, if Maduki the guy makes mistake, he's out of the team, and Neto is there.
Yeah.
He does it immediately. He doesn't do it with Sancho.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
I agree.
I
He
agree.
definitely is doing things wrong. But
He has
here's
favorites. You can't say he doesn't have favorites. For sure, he
yeah,
has
but
favorites.
here's what I
The
here's how
center
I
back,
think.
the center back line is madness. How quick he's changing.
Yeah.
Center back line, it's like every other week, it's a different center back line.
Here's how I think though. No manager is going to be perfect, especially when they're not a top tier manager. Every manager that we're going to hire who is not a who's not going to be a top tier manager, they're all going to have their little deficiencies. They're all going to be talking big at the beginning or say something at the beginning, and they're going to change up later because this is the kind of circumstance they're going to be dealt with this type of team. It is not going to cover their deficiencies because the quality, the experience is not there. And so you're going to have the same situation, whether it's a Potter, whether it's a Poch, whether it's a Maresca. Maresca's just shown some things he can do this season. He's shown that he can be a good manager, but when shit starts getting tough, they're going to start crumbling because this team isn't enough to hold them up.
But it's what they build.
This is the same thing you're going to get with any manager.
No. The problem with you is that you think that that's the young team constantly every season. We changed 3 managers in 3 years, right? Okay, so it's pretty much the same team.
Well, under Potter, it was a completely different team, but he had his own issues that he had to deal with, and it was actually worse than any of these
what I'm saying is, in the 2 years, do you see this team? Not 3 with Potter. Let's say Potter. In 2 years, do you see a progress with this team?
I see a little bit. Yeah, I see progress in the way that we play on the pitch.
Yeah,
I just think, yeah, I do.
For the amount of money that they spend, this team has too many holes.
But it's not enough. It's not enough to get you over the line because guess what? The same player is still there.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying experience-wise, do you see like though when players play 2 seasons in the Premier League, even if you're young, you still get experience.
Yeah,
we get bumped by the same mistake for 2 years.
But I don't think. Okay, but here's the difference: is I think the experience that you're gonna gain when the whole team is brand new and the whole team is young and inexperienced, the experience that you're going to gain over the course of 1 season when things are not stable is going to be limited, as opposed to if you had more experience around you, if you had more stability around you, what you could gain over that course of 1 season. I think that experience is going to be limited because shit's just very destabilized at our club. And so you don't have that kind of, I don't want to say comfort, but you don't have the right environment to truly learn under. That's why I get worried about the way they're doing it. They put all these young players together and expect that they're going to grow the way they're meant to. But you don't grow in this type of scenario.
I understand, but in all 3 departments on the pitch, well, 4 if you include goalkeeping, it did not improve. Center back line, it's actually even fucking worse for some reason. Midfield, nah.
I think midfield's
forward line. Well,
it's kind of.
But that's what. But hold on a second. But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to say that something progressed in this something, there's nothing. The department of the four departments on the pitch.
For how much you put into the midfield,
you're
gonna be asking for another center mid.
Bro, for how much you put into the whole team, man?
Like, let's be honest. If because we spent. If I told you, listen, I've spent 100 mil on 2 guys.
Yeah.
60 mil on 2 other guys. 3 other guys. At least from that bunch of 5, 6 players, 2 of them should be world class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you should be able to find.
Dan, you're covering your mic a little bit. It's fading in and out.
You're just going away from mic.
I'm saying you should be able to at least 2 world-class players from that group if you spent that much money. So that's on them. The players are what they are. They're going to develop at their own rate. But if you spend that kind of money, I should expect that at least 2 of those players are world-class. And that's not even including Palmer, which you just lucked up on, which I think is still luck. I'm sorry. Because you haven't been able to replicate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the quality in this team is another issue, but
I think Jackson, Palmer, and the midfield with 2.5 years playing together, they don't show it.
Well, okay. To answer your question and elaborate, I saw improvement in the way that I guess tactically we were playing, executing our game on the pitch. But this is why last year I was saying don't touch anything, because for me that lack of tactical adeptness that Poch had and people didn't like, and the mistakes he was making, fair enough. But if you bring a more tactically adept manager in the game, in our team, I didn't think that changed unless you brought an elite manager who then will request an additional like revamp to the squad that he can work with. But the change that we were going to make in manager, someone better tactically, wasn't going to put us so much over the top because I still saw the deficiencies in the squad. Yes, we improve a little bit in how we're playing, but the lack of experience, like this is where I agree with you, Alex. I don't expect an improvement like that overnight in the 2 years they've been playing together. And another reason you're not going to get that jump in experience right away is because the lack of
That's the
continuity.
factor why the game management's been an issue.
No, bro.
Well, is the
no,
lack
no,
of
Let him go,
continuity
let
when
him
you
go,
change
let him
it. Now they brought a new manager in. They have to work again under this guy. This is what I'm talking about. Why I don't like us to
in terms of learning a new
jumping
style
and
of play and everything and a
bro.
philosophy.
No,
But
be
that's
real.
the problem. But
I'll-
that's
Mhm.
I'll be
I
real.
don't.
The
I
quality-
don't believe. I don't. Oh, sorry, Kai. I don't believe Maresca is a continuity of Potter or continuity of Poach.
Wait, what do you mean?
I mean, they're not
Elaborate,
playing
yeah.
the same fucking way.
Yeah, they're
even
not.
close.
They're not. But that's part of the issue, right?
No. But the problem is, if we go and based on Brighton philosophy, no matter you see the whole thing with Chelsea new ownership with those bumps, the way they supposedly
I see
run
what
this
you're saying.
club. This is you see what I'm saying now. They
Well, that's-
said that the project is going to be around the players, not the managers. So even if you switch the manager, you don't
Exactly.
drop the quality because we play in same way.
That's-
But we're not
that's
playing
exactly
the
it.
same way.
Another issue because they decided to get a manager like Poch who didn't fit the team
See, I don't.
to begin with.
I really don't
And-
think it's solely in the manager. I just think the quality of like the quality that they got for the amount of money that we spent is like extremely underwhelming, bro. Like I'll be real, the amount of money that we spent, our team should be good no matter who our manager is. But it seems like we keep hovering around mid-table all the time. No matter we start good and then we start going down.
Exactly. The
And
problem
that's
is
that's
it's
an
the
issue
same
though.
player. No. You're not wrong. What you're right about is the issue comes from the same two people.
Yeah, it's dumb and
They
dumber,
the
bro.
ones exactly. They the ones that build that team. So out of all this quality or non-quality players that we signed,
Yeah.
even mathematically, it's like look.
Big up, Joey.
The way you can there is a technique to take the multi how you say it multi-answer test. Even if you will pick random numbers or specific way numbers, all these you have a chance of doing
getting
some
something
kind
right,
of
yeah.
percentage. So those two literally build Chelsea by random buying players and hopes it sticks.
That I agree with. But Moyo, the whole tactical thing that you didn't think that it would increase the level of increase our level of play by getting a more tactical, astute manager I think it's just blatantly false. Honestly, like we've created way more chances in the beginning of the season than we ever have under Poch.
Hold up,
Wait, let me finish. I'll let you rebuttal on my subject. But I just don't see this all comes down to, for me, a lack of squad building. Like just like it to me, it's just you spent all this money and you didn't get the positions that were necessary. Like that's literally what, in my opinion, is the issue with this whole thing. I think that with a striker and with a keeper that is actually not making the same mistakes over and over and over again, I don't believe we would even be in this position at this
Bro, they
current
bought
moment.
9 goalkeepers. Not even one of them was a starter.
Hold on. Okay, Joe, let me respond real quick.
That just goes right back to right back to squad building, though, Kai.
No, I
Like,
agree
that
with
was
you. I
my
agree with you.
originally
I
If
agree
you
with
feel the same about
We'll let Moya respond.
if you feel the same about that this season, wouldn't you say the same applied to last season? Just one question. And then another thing I want to say is, so I didn't say bringing a more tactically astute manager would not improve us. I'm saying it would not be enough to get us over the lines because of the issues I'm seeing with this team. Because you're saying how much more we're creating, right? Fine. But guess what I saw last season was our inability to finish chances, our inability to score goals at crucial points in a game that would give us a breather that we had earlier this season when Jackson was a different player. But now Jackson of last season, we're seeing again,
I feel like
and we're
that's
seeing what's
not-
happening. And we're
can't
seeing
look
the,
at that
hold up
equally.
just a second. And we're seeing
Sorry.
the injuries to major players in this team. the Lavias. When he plays, we see what he does for us. He wasn't around at all last season. Reece James, when he came back at the end of last season, you saw what impact he had for us. He wasn't there last season. He was here a little bit this season.
But that's where I was going with this.
Reece
Lewis.
James came back for one game and got a red card, and then he was crap between the November, December.
Okay, but was he not
This is the
missing
point
last
that I
season?
have to-
And
this is
did he
the
not?
point that I have to
last season?
rebuttal on you, Moyo. This is the point I have to rebuttal on you because
Gusto was better,
you
if
say
anything.
that we created chances last year, but how were we creating the chances? It was just everybody go and run and hope to take the ball away from people and create counter chances from there. Like it wasn't
I care less
anything
about the how,
tactical,
honestly.
realistically, that we created outside of the last 5 games. Like before the last 5 games, we couldn't understand what Poch was doing on the pitch for majority of the season. Like we at least can sit here and say, all right, like the one difference is at least in the beginning of games, we have a little bit more controlled compared to what we were last year. Like we controlled games much better than we did last year.
I'll be real.
Having a huge
People are too stuck on the Poch thing. I'll be real, man. Our problems are the same with every manager.
I think
the
problem
But if
is
it's the same under every manager, then what's the
Bro,
then
we
what's
hover
the
around the same
because the issue.
Hold on a second.
Kessel with his loss.
Everybody's talking at the same time, one at a time.
Somebody, guys. Kai, I guess you were gonna say something, Kai. Or
I was trying to say something really important, real quick. I'm Kai. I'm Russian Kai. My question is to you Moyo. You keep saying that you expect that from young kids, right? Like the things that we do, sometimes even I see it. I see the inexperience. The biggest thing with kids is inexperience, and they do tend to. So is that experience comes from like what the player will need to be from his manager? What kind of manager you need to give it to those inexperienced players?
Hold up. A manager who is himself experienced and knows how to.
That's my point. So when you have inexperienced bunch of kids running around,
manager,
and you give them unexperienced managers,
I agree.
Is it Poch an experienced manager?
But that's what I'm saying. But that's, hold on a second. That's what I'm saying.
Sure. Okay.
You have a same kids playing under experienced manager, and you have the same kids playing under unexperienced manager. That's a trend that's going on. That they literally perform, sometimes good, sometimes shit. What my question is yesterday or the last season, we're not creating as much chances and we're missing them. This season we creating shitload of chances. No, actually we created chances. We didn't finish them last season. This season we've been more creating chances and we're not finishing. My question to you, how the fuck the 2 people that beg all the money from this club that responsible for that inefficiency? If you see the drug dealer, the drug addict looking for the crack, you're not gonna go and give him like ibuprofen. You're gonna give him a drugs. So if Chelsea create a lot of chances and we don't score, give him a fucking striker.
Yeah.
I don't need Garnacho.
For over a year.
I mean, I agree with that.
Why remove that fake ass?
Can I just respond to
out of my face?
Can I
What
just
about
respond?
Tel? Why are we for Tel? Who the fuck Tel?
Bro, I'm gonna break a lot of people's heart, including Scott's. Yeah, I'll be real, man. We spend a lot of money, and I don't think it's some percentage of it goes to inexperience, but come on, bro. You look at Jackson. He's never gonna be an 80 million euro fucking finisher. He's never gonna be that.
Same with Sancho. Same with Sancho. He will not be number 1 goalkeeper.
Same with Sanchez, exactly. But a lot of these guys who are making this project assume that if you buy a player for a lot of money, he's gonna be a big money player. That doesn't work that way, bro. Your
here's
ability
why I like
indicates what you play on the pitch, though.
But I don't understand what you mean.
It's not an experience.
Like Jackson, we
it's not
didn't buy him for that
inexperience.
much money, though. It's not like we bought Jackson for all this.
That doesn't
money,
change his ability on the pitch, though, does
but
it?
he's our number 1 striker.
No, but that's not even
he's
what
our
we're
number
saying.
1.
You were talking about you're talking about we've spent money on all this striker and like Jackson, you can sell right now for 50 million to somebody and make a profit. Like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, what are we?
I don't
really
see.
doing?
Wait, I don't
Bro,
really
we're
see
not
your
talking
point,
about the
Joey.
profit, bro.
But-
We're talking about the ability that you're playing on the pitch right now.
Right,
The team that you
but
built.
like,
The
Kai,
team that
I've
you
been
built.
here-
The
Kai,
team that
Kai,
you built.
Kai, I've been here screaming for a striker since last January. Okay, so like, I agree with you that Jackson's not
Bro,
good
I've
enough,
screamed
okay?
since day one, bro. But that's not the point. That's not the point I'm getting to. It doesn't matter how much you spend on these players. It matters the plan that you have for these players. And when you get these players on the pitch, and we are on the level that we are, it's no longer an issue with fucking inexperience, solely inexperience. It's also the quality. Jackson will never be a Costa. He will never be a Drogba because he doesn't have that finishing ability, bro. He just doesn't have the finishing ability.
Let me throw
People
you
need
a
to
foil head
realize that.
question.
We need to accept that.
What two teams devastated for striker that fight for something?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
What other team in
Arsenal
Premier League that really need to play a striker,
West
but they
Ham.
refuse to sign it for some reason?
West Ham.
Are you talking about
And Arsenal.
competing?
Arsenal.
Who needs
Arsenal,
more?
huh?
Who needs better? Who needs striker more? Arsenal or West Ham?
West Ham doesn't have a striker at all.
Probably West
All
Ham.
their
Arsenal,
strikers
yeah.
are injured at this current moment.
At least
But
they
I feel
have
like
a
it's the
striker on
same,
the
though.
books.
It's the same. It's equal.
It's not
Alex.
even
It's equal.
fucking
Get your
same.
point. It's equal.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal need him more because they're actually trying to win something.
Exactly.
trying to win
Like I
stuff,
don't
yeah.
even know how it's equal. But anyway, if you like, here's my foil hat again. Who the fuck was those two fuckers worked under?
Oh.
Hmm.
With Stanley, innit? Or for
No.
Brian. For
Stewart.
Brian,
No,
yeah.
Pep.
It's not Brian. Oh. Pep. Sorry.
I'm talking
I'm
about
not
Maresca.
understanding what you're saying, Pep. They all work under
Maresca
Pep.
and Maresca and what's his
Arteta.
name? And
Arteta.
Arteta worked under Pochettino, under Pep, on specific years when he's without a striker. When Manchester City did not have a striker, that's when they are there. I don't fucking think they know how to play with striker.
Bro,
That's why
for
they
them-
don't sign up.
Okay. So what you're saying is this. What you're saying is this, Alex. Let me just kind of put it in a bit. So when they were under Pep, they didn't play with a striker. So these two managers, Arteta and Pep, don't know how to play with a striker. That's what you're.
I don't think they do. Because they
False nine.
pick specific strikers. They pick Jesus. Now they look for which ones are they looking for?
Yeah, but Maresca said we need a striker though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Alex, here's where I don't
Hard,
buy it because we didn't buy a striker last year. We needed it, and we're still not buying a striker. So we got, regardless of what manager's in charge, I think it's a pattern that's above the manager. And here's where I take a step back from the whole sporting director
All of this
thing.
is above.
They're
the manager,
still
really.
here. They're still here.
Agreed.
I don't
They
understand why
take
people
more
keep gunning
responsibility.
for them. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit about these two, dude. They were hired by somebody.
I heard
They
Maresca
don't
didn't play
create-
Vardy.
They don't create the vision for our club.
Vardy was
They're
top goal
still
scorer
here.
for them.
So I don't know
Under
why.
Maresca?
Top goal scorer for him.
Yeah, Vardy was top goal scorer.
I swear, I'll take Vardy now. I'll take Vardy now.
Trust.
Bro, I've been
Hey,
telling
No,
you.
bro,
Jackson guy, isn't it,
amount
bro?
of chances in the box. Vardy,
Didn't he have? He had Vardy and Iheanacho last year.
Yeah, and Daka.
Yeah. And
And
Daka,
Daka.
yeah.
He had 3 strikers.
Yeah, Vardy just had a period where he was out injured through December
Oh,
to
okay.
January.
I
Yeah.
must have
Yeah.
heard from some.
No. But
not
Alex,
really.
Alex, you kind of have
Take
a
your
point.
tinfoil hat
You
off.
kind of. I see where you're going with it. Like I see where you're going with it, especially with Arteta. But with this manager, like he's been asking for it since since probably in the summer, like to get another fucking striker. Like we just sit here on our hands, just waiting for something to happen, waiting for Liam Delap to end
The
his season.
way
That's what we're
we
doing.
play, I don't need Vardy to be a freaking Usain Bolt.
Yeah, you just need to finish, bro.
In round box.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go for Vardy, please. Fuck's sake.
Bro, also, I can't believe the other day
He's
Jimmy was
40
defending
now,
that
too.
chance he missed, bro.
Which
I
shot?
No,
can't believe
fucking
which one?
no. I've getting mad. I watched that fucking game 3 times. I'm still mad about Jackson.
Bro,
Jimmy's
but
so
2v1.
scared of his left
The
foot.
2v1.
Jackson
Yes.
is so scared
Yeah,
of his
the
left
power
foot, bro.
pass, yeah.
It's like he's seen a ghost anytime the ball touches
Bro,
his left foot.
You
bro.
just know
You wanna-
Jimmy's on the BLM thing, so you gotta allow it. That's what
Bro, but that's the thing though.
Hey,
I don't-
it's pump and
I don't
power.
think
No
it's
more
age. I
BLM.
don't think it's inexperience. You're
know you
either
happy
a
about it.
cutthroat finisher or you aren't.
Oh,
It's that simple, bro. You're either a cutthroat finisher or you aren't, bro. And he just isn't it, bro.
I mean, you could see it, Sky. You could just see it based off the way he strikes the ball, right?
Yeah, you can, bro.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like it's
I've seen that
like
You
training
can-
all of
video.
us,
you could
all
go
of
in.
us here,
You could go into his
all of us
training
here,
videos, right?
seen
Yo,
Suarez
go
in
into his-
23. We
I
saw
was
I've
Suarez
going
never
to-
23.
seen Jackson put his foot through a ball. It's always
Bro.
side foot, side foot, side
Joe,
foot. Either
the
Have you
recent
side
seen
foot to
Aguero 23?
the
Have you seen
outside of
Suarez
the
23? Have
No,
you
no, no,
seen
One
no.
at a
Kai,
time,
Kai,
guys.
Kai, wait,
One
Kai.
at a time.
Kai, wait. Joe, that training thing, the shooting part that recently they posted. Did you see Jackson how he hit the ball? Even with his bare foot?
Yep. Yep.
Look how he hits the ball with the right foot.
even with his strong foot.
No, look. Oh my
But that's
God.
his
Look,
left
I've
foot,
no.
never
bro.
seen him lace it properly,
No.
ever.
Never.
He hits
It's
it
always- it's
awkwardly
always a
as, if-
swipe.
as if it
Bro,
is.
that's-
He
that's
can't hit it
insane,
with his
bro.
laces,
That's-
bro. He's not comfortable hitting it with his laces. You know
I'm,
what that
I'm
tells me?
telling you
He
that
doesn't
first
have enough
touch,
power in his. He doesn't have enough
the
power in his legs
first
to hit it with
touch
his
for the
laces.
striker is most important fucking shit in his life. The way he lays up for his right foot when
Lewis,
he's going to go
I'll be
back.
back in a bit, bro. I just gotta
No,
make a couple calls.
Joe.
All right.
But we all
Look,
know he's actually
Look
not a
here.
striker.
Is he a football player?
Yeah, but like I do.
No,
we
no, no.
see it
If
so
you
many,
will,
we see it. We see it. We see it.
I
a
know
very
you seeing it.
position Specific. It's very.
I'm
specific.
saying the way. No. The way he uses his left foot to prepare himself for the right foot. It's madness.
Yeah. No, and the way people defend him, the thing that pissed me off the most for him is people want to give him a goal on a silver platter, right? Like, oh, it's difficult. He had one defender on him. Like, what do you want? You want just to score tap-ins? You want Chelsea Football Club to have a striker that can only score tap-ins?
The
That's crazy to
amount
me,
of,
bro.
of crosses, Chelsea put it in a box. Vardy will have a freaking 12 goals a season just for fucking headers.
Not even Vardy, the kid from fucking Wolves, man. He has more goals than him. The kid from what's it called? From Bournemouth has more goals than him.
Shut the fuck up.
It's crazy how we big up these guys because we like them, man. It's time for us to hold Chelsea accountable for the level that we should be, right? But not these guys. These guys are employees at the end of the day, man.
I don't even know how anyone likes him. This is probably one of the most unlikable Chelsea teams I've ever seen. Ever.
Nah,
I've got
22,
Jamie
23.
I don't-
Vardy's stats up here, by the way.
22,
22,
23
23
much
team.
more hateable.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, facts.
I've
Hey,
got,
Man
I've
City
got
made-
Jamie
Man
Vardy's
City
stats
made
from this
a-
season.
Oh, Man City trying
I
to sign
don't
someone up,
really
man.
hate anyone in this Chelsea squad but the goalkeeper.
Or I just don't feel anything for them. Maybe Cole.
Yeah,
Palmer
that's
did.
different, but I can
Nothing.
understand that a bit more.
Bro, I blame
They're not cheap
the
anything.
I blame the people who got them here, man. It was
Fact,
a complete
Josh.
make-a-wish
One
from
thing-
them.
One thing I don't want to hear from fans that we're not supporting Jackson. Fuck you. We supported you for 2.5 years now.
Yep.
Aerial battles won.
And it's not enough
34
to be good
13.
at 9 games, then goes for the rest of the season, bro. It's not good
He was
enough.
getting
anymore.
all the love in the world first half of the season when he was balling out, so it is what it is. It is what it is.
You know what it
Can't
reminds
say
me? It reminds me out of the same thing we had with Mount. And Mount was a midfielder, right? And he still
Yeah.
scored the same amount of goals. And we held him to a completely different
Yeah.
expectation. So we're gonna do the same for this guy, man. He's a
No, the
striker.
thing
He
is,
should be
yeah,
scoring more than 9 goals,
hate's,
bro.
hate's different to criticism, man. People need to understand there's criticism
Yeah, of
towards
course.
Jackson. He can do better. You've
reason
seen the better
why-
stuff he's done in the first
Just
part
want
of the
better.
season.
We don't
Yeah,
have
exactly.
nobody else.
It's
That's
a little.
the reason.
It's a little unfair, but I understand why no one cares about that. Oh no, criticism versus abuse. I don't advocate for abuse, but people are tired, bro. No one cares anymore. It's not the player's fault. It's the people who brought him here. But this is
Yeah.
what they're leaving us with. Everyone's kind of had it. They don't want to depend on Sanchez as goalkeeper. They don't want to depend on Jackson as striker. But that's what we're
I actually think Sanchez is bigger problem at this current moment with no signings than Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
That's definitely fair.
Yeah.
Sanchez
100%.
is the bigger problem. Yeah, you fucking
No, he's
Bro,
such a.
Does he look at him or the camera, man? He looks
Yo, I
at
made the
camera.
kid cry. Sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, he's complaining about.
you
Sanchez.
scared him, didn't you?
He's complaining about
Yeah,
Alex
my bad.
too. Which Alex? The Russian guy? Yeah, he's.
But about supporting them, man. I'm tired of supporting them, man, because we lowered our standards as a club for these guys.
Oh,
for
is that what
fucking
you're
long,
doing
bro.
more?
you know,
You
he
tell
doesn't
them
like
this
you.
is how
Say that
white
again, Kai.
people
Well,
be afraid of white people. That's what you said.
Alex, one sec.
Bro,
Kai, what was that?
yeah.
I made this kid laugh.
Alex, one sec. Go
I
on,
said I'm
Kai.
tired. Like people are saying we should support this guy. No, we fucking shouldn't, bro. We've been supporting him for 2.5 years, man, and we've been 11th, 6th. It's time for us to go back where we belong, man.
Are
Because
you
at the end of
fucking
the day,
serious?
if you're not a good employee, bro, you can't work at a good company, bro.
That's
Same
why
thing with
this is a
football.
season of no more patience. Like, no, now we just need to get top 4 in a trophy and just stop wasting people's
Who's
fucking
better,
time.
Kalu or Jackson? Is that the joke?
That's a terrible
Wow.
joke. If it is.
Terrible joke.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no.
here's why I don't care for the sporting directors or out type of narrative, because I just feel like people are choosing to stop there when you can go one more level, because the owners brought these sporting directors from clubs. They've never won anything.
Moyo, here's the thing, though.
They brought
I
him
don't
here
think
for a
any-
specific reason, and they're doing the job they're brought here to do. They haven't fired him. They're still here. They seem to be happy with what they're doing. This is
funny
why
Bro,
part
I'm
is-
with you.
if
I'm
you
with
get-
you, bro. Clear Lake deserve all this smoke, right? My whole thing is I just think it's wasted being Clear Lake out when you can't get rid of them. They cannot go.
Well, no, I don't. Well, I don't
But
think
you
it's
can't
feasible
get
to
rid
try
of
to get
those two bums.
But
Yeah,
don't
you can
pressure
hold them
to-
accountable. Do it. I'm
But
with you. But how can I be Clear Lake
Look.
out? They can't leave.
It's just I want it to be like a pressure for them to change how they're doing things, because even
Yeah.
with these, I don't think if they get rid of the sporting directors, they're going to bring other sporting directors from the clubs that they want to emulate in that way. They'll bring new people in, just as in the same way last season I was like, y'all wasting your time about the manager. They're going to bring another guy in. The issues are still going to persist. They're bringing in.
They
They
not
get rid of the
only
sporting
took
directors.
one.
They bring in new ones that are going to do what they
Moyo,
want to do.
they not only brought one from that club, we brought two from that club.
Macaulay's
We
another
got
one,
the
right?
manager.
Hey, they hold hands.
We
when they
brought
work,
the
man.
players.
Yeah, Carl McCauley, yeah.
We
They hold
brought
hands when they work, man. You
freaking
have to work together.
like a food cart lady from that place.
This is what I'm
Maresca.
saying.
That's your picture.
That
you just move from container
intent
for- No, bro.
shows everything. They didn't bring players directors from winning clubs. They brought them for Monaco, Brighton. What are those teams good at? Not
Even the
winning.
guy that brought Palmer,
signing
he
players
got him from
for
City.
Signing young
for
players.
profit. Yeah.
That's what they want to do. And that's why they're still here, even after this time, where everyone else is yelling, "Oh, get these guys out!" They're like, "No,
Yeah.
they're doing the job they want them to do." That's where they brought them from. Those guys don't know how to win. They don't know how to build winning squads. I don't even blame them, because they're doing what they know how to do. You can only hire someone to do what they know how to do, not something else that they've never done before. It has to go beyond them. We have to pressure them to try to tweak it a little bit. They don't even have to get rid of. I'm okay with the young players, but you have to have some balance.
Yeah.
And you
Yes.
have to focus on now, because it's going to affect how your future goes. Look
Yeah.
at this instability that these young players they want to build up have to grow under. They're not going to get to the point that they want them to get, or at least it's going to take longer if they go this method. Look at how
I'm
the
gonna
fans
be
are
real, bro.
reacting.
I'm gonna be real. I'm completely apathetic to all of these guys, man. From the owners to the players, I don't give a fuck, man. Just Chelsea needs to get top 4, because I've seen what happened to Arsenal, and I see what happened to Manchester United without top 4, bro. Without playing Champions League for consecutive seasons, man. It's a dangerous gray zone that we're playing in, man.
It's a slippery slope we're on right now, and that's why I was patient when they first got here, because I like the idea. But I've seen them make mistake after mistake. I've seen them veer off of what I thought they were going to do, and it just doesn't make sense. And now I'm starting to see that maybe what they came in here for, talking about we do want to win. I think they want to win. You can snap your finger and win. Of course they'll do it. But I think that's not the priority for them. They're not building a squad to get us over the line to win. They're building a squad that's good enough to be in a round.
Yeah.
But where they can be commercially,
execution is still poor. To be fair,
it's
execution.
poor. It's poor, but I don't think they're willing to go like to take that extra step to make sure that we have a team that wins now.
Yeah.
I don't think they're willing to do it. That showed with Osimhen. They're not willing to take that extra step with someone who could be making a big difference for us right now. They're fine with what they have, because this team is good enough for top 4.
25, to be fair.
At this
Is he
rate, I'm
25?
taking at this rate, I'm
25
taking
and all that.
Conference League.
I think he's
top
going to be
4 and
26 this month or something now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conference League top
Sorry,
4 in the FA Cup. That's it. Baby treble. Baby treble.
I don't
Baby
give a
trouble,
damn
man. More
about
like infant
any of
trouble,
that.
bro.
I don't give a damn about any of that.
Anyway,
It doesn't
Kyle,
really
you
matter
you're
anymore.
at the game on Monday, yeah?
Wait,
I'm hearing-
No,
Conference
no, I'm
League
coming in
yeah,
March,
coming
bro.
till
Coming in
March.
March.
Wait, Conference
Oh,
League
nice.
top 4 in FA
Nice.
Cup is a baby treble.
It's infant trouble, bro. It's not baby.
Conference
them
League,
is not
FA
even-
Cup, Club World Cup. We'll take
Top.
that.
No, man said top 4. Batter, man.
Wait, top 4 is a trophy.
He said
Top four is
Conference
a
top 4
trophy.
in FA Cup. No one clocked that but me. Crazy.
One Arsene
I
Wenger.
thought he
Nah,
bro.
mentioned
One
the
Arsene
Club World
Wenger.
Cup.
Oh,
Fatter, man, come on,
my
let's not be a
God.
gooner, man.
You caught me.
Hey, hey, Thatcher,
Proper shameless.
Thatcher, go back to praising Pochettino, man.
Hey, relax, fam. Relax. He's in
You know
US.
what?
Man. Relax.
Go back to eating your dumplings, bro.
No wonder you were potching, innit?
No.
He
No
praised
dumplings.
Potter,
It's
man.
it's a
Potter.
Hey,
champagne
Lewis.
latte.
It was also actually. Let me not even make that joke.
What are
Come
you
on,
gonna say?
Let's hear it. Don't stop
Nah,
now.
nah.
Fatter, man, I can't lie. Just for that, brother.
Shame.
No, on the real, yeah. I know I'm gonna be there on Monday, yeah. But flipping hell, man, the champagne that I can't wait for Monday. I'll be real with you.
Dude, get
On the
away from
real.
Aston Wett's house,
What
man.
does
Get away
that
from
mean
Aston
on
Wett's
the
house,
real?
bro.
I will be there on Monday. On the real. I'll be there Monday.
He's saying like I'm gonna be there on Monday, guys.
I know what you're doing, Alex.
On the real. I'll be there on Monday.
Fatter, whose house are you outside?
There's no
Mine.
need to include that.
No, who's you
Okay,
stalking?
cool.
Whose house you stalking?
No, I'm in my flat, man. I'm in the garbage room.
Garbage. Yeah, your flat is garbage. You're right. Fucking.
Hey, Fats, how long do you start booing Rob Sanchez on Monday?
You want more?
Huh?
How long until you
Yeah,
start booing
Fatter, if
Rob
Sanchez
on
gives the
Monday?
ball away, throw a pie at his head top.
No, Matt, that's gonna be there. What are you talking about? Matt, that's gonna be there.
Oh, he's in your seat. Oh, okay, I'll get
Yeah.
Matt to do it.
Hey, man, and you know Matt will do it, man, if you let him.
Yeah, fuck it.
But on the real, are you gonna teach me how to transfer that ticket? By the way, on the real, I need to. I don't know how to do it.
Oh yeah. I'll show. I'll tell you what to do. Just let me finish up the stream. I'll tell you what to do.
On a real or on a fake?
Make sure it's on the real.
Make sure it's not a
Don't
fake
make it
ticket.
fake, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah. Give a guy like a crayon. Like, just find somebody to draw a picture and give it to Fatur on the real.
Fuck
Ah, man. You guys think we're actually going to get top 4 this season? Man?
Alex,
I'm
why you
starting
so
to worry.
brave?
Yeah, we still
I
can get
still
top
don't-
4. Like, if
No,
we
it's
if
top,
we
it's
win
top
this,
5 now.
I'm not even thinking
Yeah.
about 5th. I won't front, man.
Fuck, I'm done.
But
I'm done. I don't
Here's
think
my
it's-
thing. Even if we beat West Ham, we could even just get back into top 4 of that game alone.
It's a long season, man.
We
Is
are
it?
not getting
Sure is.
CL this season.
I don't think
We
so.
only
Either.
have like, what, 14 games?
Someone told me it's
Yeah,
15 games left in the season. You need to win about 9 of them to get top 4 as
Yes.
of right now.
Yeah.
You see the team winning 9 games with what we have left? I'm not really sure.
Not so sure.
Bro,
Yeah.
why don't they want even gonna
Yeah.
get a loan for a striker in
We're
this
getting
transfer
CL,
window?
kiddo.
Like, I don't understand. Like, there's no movement at all, man.
Hmm.
They're not even trying, man.
Yeah, either.
The problem is we're not even substitute the ones that we have. What's the fucking point? That's the problem with even with Jackson as it is. The guy does not acknowledge that you can do something to not do like I just want to pull a hair.
Are you saying to try Mark Gue or something like that? Is
No.
that your point?
Even if it's not that, put Felix false 9.
Yeah.
Just
nice
don't
to
put
do that.
Nkunku.
He doesn't
man,
like
just
to
drop
try
the
things, man.
goalkeeper, and then we have
This-
an even better
You see,
chance of.
my problem is it's January, and this fraud did not try anything else besides what he tried to do from the beginning, from day one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
my problem with him. He does not think outside the box. What he got, and that's again my foil head. What other manager plays the same fucking way, not winning the trophies, but the same way he goes?
Okay, Alex, let me ask you this, though. This is where I just don't get stuck on the manager. We had Poch last season, tried Chilwell left wing.
But we played back 3.
Was he playing from left back? He was playing left wing, bro. He was
Yes,
playing
The
left wing.
closest thing I've seen him change was Palace when we played a flat back 4. That's just it.
It doesn't matter. My point is he tried something out of the norm. It didn't work. We didn't
Well-
like it. Maresca's not trying. Is not trying anything different.
He didn't
We
try
don't
none-
like it.
After I messaged you, by the way.
Nah.
Go on,
Uh-huh.
guys.
The thing with Maresca, he clearly has bias, bro. Like every time he
Every
subs
manager is
Jackson off,
going to have some kind of bias, or
Hmm.
they're all going to have some kind of like
I
finicky
don't
shit
think
we're going to
it's a
complain about.
bias.
usually
I
managers
think
have bias to good
no.
players, bro.
I think it's no. I think it's not a bias. I think it's like the guy knows how to do shit that he learned on the books, not the
But
one
wasn't
that's learned in real life. And
but
you can see it.
even a manager of Tuchel's level, he was doing some shit that people didn't like. The way
I
he was
don't
using.
care about people like when you
But that's
winning
my
shit.
point, though. That's my
Is
point.
it?
He wasn't winning though. When that's why people were complaining that second season, when he had to find solutions and he was getting stuck in his way in certain things and it wasn't working, people crashed him. But that doesn't take away from the level that he is and what he had achieved. It's just my point is you're always going to have someone who is going to be limited in some way, no matter what their level is. But the squad that they have and what they have to work with will make a big will have a big factor into the end result. And all these managers are going to have limited squads from last year, the year before that, to
They
this year.
shouldn't, but Moyo, they shouldn't. With the amount of money that we spend, it's crazy.
And that is
how we
why
have the
it's
squad we
not.
have now, bro.
That's why my energy is not going to be on the manager. Yes, you're making this mistake. You're making this choice. You're being stubborn. That is your fault. But the issue is bigger than them because why are you stuck with this type
Moyo,
of
let me
situation?
slap you with a real truth. What I think.
All right, I'm
Here,
going to put my thumb in front of my face.
Oh yeah, put him down because I don't want to hurt the other one beside him. When I punch him, punch two at once. So, number one, I'm blaming Maresca.
I got you, kiddo.
Don't tell. Not all white people are scary. Just teach them.
Well, he already
Tell
does.
the kid. Tell. I'm telling you from now on. I'm Maresca critic game by game.
Okay.
I am top 4 for the people above him. Do you understand?
Yeah,
that makes
Me
sense.
not getting top 4. It's more than just Maresca. I'm criticizing Maresca on the week by week games.
Team selection a lot. Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, so you're able to do both. You're able to do both, and that's fine. That's fine.
Oh,
That's
thank you for your approval.
That is all I wanted people to do from the Potter season. That's what I wanted people to do from last season. But they kept focusing on the smallest piece of the puzzle. That's all I'm asking people to do.
I hear
now.
it, but it's just because last season, with a bit better decisions from the manager, we would have still got top 4 and the trophy.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I will still maintain that. That's why Poch was my bigger focus last season. But for this season, it can't be anything more than the sporting directors and Clear Lake. It's year 3 now. Yeah. If you still ain't built a squad that can get top 4 with a manager that's inexperienced at this level, which you chose to pick, by the way, and give a 5-year contract.
Another 5-year contract.
It's you. Yeah, so it's the sporting directors and Clear Lake. It can't be anyone else now.
That's also the 4th.
That's why I get sick and tired of people saying, keep the same energy, keep the same energy. What do you mean? Maresca's doing better than what Poch is doing. Full stop.
For now.
Stop.
But it does not.
For now, Poch didn't get 6th till game week 36 last season.
But I'm saying that
and we might finish 9th.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, it's still Maresca also going to be issue if we're not getting top 4.
Yeah, if we're not winning, bro. It's the same.
Yeah, I'm not saying absolve him of all blame. Man. I'm not saying
on the
that.
real, he's done. On the real.
He has to be held accountable. But for me, it's just I think I'm only going to be at that point. I don't think I'll be manager out unless he actually manages to be a car crash for the rest of the season. And we'll see for that. But I don't think that's going to happen still. Because there's still games like Bournemouth. There's still games like Palace where better finishing and we walk through them and we don't drop points. And suddenly the run of games looks a lot less of an issue. It's just like a few blips here and there as opposed to 1 in 7.
That's you being hopeful. I'm gonna stop with the Poch hate until we finish the season, bro. Because things are not looking good, bro.
I always got energy for that fat shit, but more power to you. I understand.
Yeah, man.
What I'm saying is,
I reached the point where I agree with Moyo. I think the directors and all that stuff, like the vision of himself,
became more smart when he had the child. Since he had the child.
If you're a fan who's holding Chelsea to a certain type of manager, a certain standard, then you can hate every manager who comes in who's not that. I'm sorry. Like, you don't have to back these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, because Poch was shit, I got to back the next guy who comes in. Why?
No, but
Has he
I'm
proved
not even
something? Has he
saying that
proved something
either.
to me? Yeah, proved to
Trust
me.
is
I'm not
earned.
saying
You
that.
gotta earn
I'm
it.
saying
Yeah.
I'm judging him off his own season, solely this season, and not even trying to compare it to last. But
As
in
you
terms
should.
of
That's
last, we're
all
clear of
you
every
should do.
metric.
But
To
Daniel, we
me,
said the same
like
thing
to
about the
me,
players,
when I'm
bro.
saying about the listen, when I'm saying about the player, like I get it. It's like a dual thing, right? If I'm firing Tuchel, if I want Tuchel gone, it doesn't mean I want Potter. So if you bring me Potter, I'm not gonna like Potter. And there were people who were complaining about what Tuchel was doing at his end of his time there, and then when Potter came in, were backing obvious autism. There was something wrong with him, but you were backing it. You were like, oh, maybe if I see the tactics, maybe he ain't doing shit. He's not doing anything. You have to back these kind of guys. Now with Maresca, I've already said from the jump, if you give him inexperienced guys, I'm not gonna say anything about him. But now that he's coming out and the Sanchez thing was a big part about making top four. I said it. If Sanchez costs you top four, I don't care. I still want you gone
Exactly.
because you can't.
I can
Nobody.
understand that.
There's certain players that you can just watch, and because the club was already doing this for other guys, right? They were trying to do this for Chalobah. They did this to Gallagher. They did this to other guys where it's like, listen, we don't need you. Chilwell is still not in this team. We don't need you. You're a detriment to our team. Go. You could have done that with Sanchez. He's that bad.
If
Then you have the
Sanchez,
options there.
if Sanchez
hear it.
had mistakes that not result directly into goals, I wouldn't have that much pressure on him. You can make mistakes as long as it's not costing you a goal. His mistakes, direct involvement in the goal.
And he's top of the league for that too.
I think that even the fact that we brought Sanchez in for what we brought him last year, and he's been not a mainstay, but he's had as much influence in squads as he's had over the last 2 years, despite being clearly not being good enough. For me, I just feel like there's some background politics going on with that
that
Sanchez.
Ben Roberts skirt. That's
Yeah,
the
there's
problem.
something up with
There's
that.
obviously background politics, but if you as a manager
what it
don't
is.
think you have more power
Oh
than some
yeah,
random
oh yeah.
than a
Yeah, he
fucking
should.
goalkeeper coach, then you're just not the guy.
Because
You're not
Poch
the guy.
dropped
I'm
him. I mean,
sorry.
he was injured, and he had to play Petrovic, but he never reinstated him. So there's something there that you can make that decision. So I'm not going to completely absolve him for not doing it now, Maresca. But I'm also going to question what's going on behind the scenes because it makes me think there's other stuff going on that maybe isn't completely within his control or he has to fight against. And that's why for me, I just drop it for a second because the focus has to be bigger for other people because they have a bigger influence than the manager. And that's a problem. I want to see these managers actually be tested with proper squads, proper freedom to do what they need to do. Not this the fact that I have to question how much the managers and how much like autonomy they have to over
They're
their
a puppeteer
squad.
or something.
For
yeah.
me already, I'm just like, wait a minute. It's not clear here.
Yeah.
That's just how I think. It's hard for me to completely judge them because I see there's something else going on that doesn't allow them to completely operate the need to.
Yeah. We saw the same thing
I'll
with
see
Potter.
you guys
with,
later.
big of Alex.
I'll see you guys. Fuck Sanchez.
We saw the same
Sanchez.
thing with Potter. Yeah, he couldn't
Don't
play
say bad,
Aubameyang because of the whole
Don't say bad.
clause in his contract, the 100K or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
about getting him paid and shit.
yes. Look, we've seen this before with the management upstairs that they just they have an influence over the playing squad and the manager and who he should play and not play and all that. So
look, I think ideally moving forward, we need to bring in some that quality experienced players, and we need to put a manager who's been there, done that, to handle them. Then we're set. Then I will trust them again. But up until then, none of the stuff they're trying to do works. It has never shown to work in history of football, and it's not working in
Clough
our
said you
squad.
can't win anything with kids. This is why. How can they learn from something they've never experienced before? It's literally just.
Well, it's
they're naive. They're naive.
But they're not even
naive.
doing that.
I'll be real though. I'll be real. It's not even the fact that they're kids. It's just that they're not that special of kids, bro.
Yeah, they're not the
just not-
Barcolas or the.
That's the
they're
thing,
not
though.
the
You could take a bunch of
Barcelias.
mid and improve them. That's what the manager's for, right? He's meant to nurture talent, improve them, and all
Yeah,
that.
but you're never gonna improve them to the level we want them to be, man. Take Jackson for example. He will never be a Diego Costa on a
Oh
good
yeah,
way,
he's never
no
going to be a
matter how
striker.
much.
Yeah, you need to kill that idea for sure. But he could be a decent left
Big
winger.
up,
But
Scott.
Big up, Scott.
big up, Scott.
Just wanted to bring in this news as well. There will be a Palmer and Chalobah banner being made for the end of the season.
I mean, it's better than Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
A
at least he
Chalovo
won
banner
something
when
for us.
he was supposed to be sold in the summer. That's hilarious.
That's jokes.
Send in a message. Hey, you know what? It actually be worth keeping him anyway, so I don't even mind.
Yeah.
Bro,
I think they're gonna sell him at the end of the season anyway.
Chalova's getting sold in the summer, so this banner is hilarious.
Yeah.
He's getting sold.
One game use on the banner, man.
Yeah, he's done it again.
They
love
need
it,
that
man.
pure profit, man. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
They need that.
Hey,
If they sell Trev, we riot.
Hey, riot all you want, man.
Stock
be at
market
home.
FC, bro. Stock market FC. That's all that it is.
Yep.
Fucking dead.
Oh,
Shout out
Guys,
Chelsea
rebalance
FC
the books
RK
again,
saying
guys.
Yeah,
Shout out
that
Chelsea
we
FC
managed to.
RK. Well, one sec, guys. Saying Chelsea, this manager lies in second tier. Club is done. Not done, but yeah, big up to you. Also says better Chelsea changed its name because the club is in the mud. If we move from Stamford Bridge, you will get your wish, my friend. Jackson is the best left winger we have. There's
Not left
no
winger.
striker at Chelsea FC. I threw him in the wing, man. You know what? Fair enough. Project propaganda for fooling fans. Chelsea is in the mud. Yep. Todd Bowley at least spends and wants to win. Unlike, I'm not even trying to do Clear Lake prop, but they do spend as well. It's just like they're spending on the wrong things. And DH says it's easier to teach Petrovic to use his feet than for Sanchez to not make mistakes. Yeah, tell that to Strasbourg because he's doing well over there. Rosen is calling him a world-class goalkeeper. But hey, we want to stick with number one because like Maresca said, what was the key term? It doesn't mean that Robert can make a mistake every game and stay in goal, even though...
But it doesn't make sense though, right? Because they want this young project crap, and then they want to keep Sanchez, and they want to, what's his name, man? And they want to ship out Petrovic. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. It's contradict their whole.
Bro, it's because of politics.
Ben Roberts.
100% because of politics. No one can tell me otherwise. It's anything but politics.
Yeah, that's all it is.
There's no one else in the entire squad that has got this level of defense from the manager and from everyone at the club than Sanchez. Every player, like nearly every player at some point this season, it feels like, has had Maresca not necessarily call them out, but ask them to like step up. Even James, who's the captain, got asked to step up and show some more leadership. This guy's getting fucking defense league every game. That's not normal. That's not normal.
Nope.
Yeah, the compared to Casado has been crazy, man, because they're not even in the same fucking
Compared to
position.
everyone in the squad, there's no one else that's had this level of defense. That's not normal. There's definitely politics. The sooner Ben Roberts leaves this fucking club, the better.
Maybe he's dating his
No,
daughter.
get
man.
both
Who
of them
knows,
gone
man?
together, man.
Well,
They're
yeah, once
dating-
Roberts is
they're
gone,
probably
then he's gone
dating
as
each
well.
other.
I mean, it's either politics where you're letting a goalkeeper coach kind of dictate what you do, which I can't respect that, or
No.
you just really like Sanchez, which I can't respect either.
But why?
So either one is not a win. Like so,
Nope.
Yeah,
like
it's not.
politics for what a goalkeeper coach is making you do. What? Who is that? Who is Holland?
Yeah, maybe he's not just a goalkeeper coach though.
He's
No,
not.
but he is though.
He's not.
It definitely.
No,
it
like
definitely
not
has
not
been
No,
just.
no, he's not. He's
Are
got
they
a role in
related?
the squad. He's head of global goalkeeping. Like that's what he is. That's his role in the thing. He's not a goalkeeper.
Sorry.
Is it also based on it on him on how many goalkeepers we signed as well?
Bro, he
Yeah, I
might
mean,
be clapping him, bro. I'll be real, man. The way that he's
Hit-
holding him
Sanchez
down.
was his personal.
Yeah, look at the
backing, so maybe
position
he
as
has to
well.
make-
Fucking Ben
Seems
Roberts on
likely.
top and all that. Fucking disgrace.
Gonna whisper in his ears, man. You are going to be number
You
one.
know, there's no clean sheets between them two. Fucking disgrace. But hey, like, even in spite of all that, you're the manager. You can just drop him. You can just fucking drop him.
Bro,
Really?
jokes aside, yeah. If we don't get top four, we're dropping everybody, man. Everybody needs to be dropped, man. That fucking sporting directors, the player, the whole vision needs a revamp if we don't get top four. Because at this
Yeah,
point,
I'm with
we
you,
already in four seasons of fucking failure, man.
Yeah.
Rip
I
it
see
up
them.
and start again if we don't get it.
I see them dropping the sporting directors if we don't get top four to save
I don't.
face.
I
don't.
don't. Matt Law was hinting
to
that
save
they'd probably
face.
be
By the way, I was listening to you guys like about 10-15 minutes ago, and Moya, when you were talking about like, or when Kai was asking why we're not getting a striker even on loan, because we're on track. Listen to what Maresca had to say. We're on track, guys. They didn't expect us to get top four this season, so we're on track for what they think. He won't
First,
like
we're not
nothing's
title
going to happen if we
contenders,
don't get
then
top
we're
four
not.
because we're
Top
on
four.
track in their minds. We're exactly where we need to be in their mind.
Scott, here's why I do think
if we are like behind 3 years ago before they came. It doesn't make sense to me.
Here's why I think something's going to have to happen is because I think if we fail to meet the expectations that most people have of us this season, you will receive some pushback from the fans, and that pressure is going to make them act because we've seen that before. These owners care about their reputation and whatnot. They did it during Potter's season for Lampard. They care about that PR, and I think the sporting directors, although they are fine with what they're doing, I truly believe that, or else they would have been gone already. But they're going to have another scapegoat, and I don't think the manager is going to be enough this time.
I know, but I think I think these guys are like that's. They'll just sack the manager again. That's what they'll do. Because the only time they've ever really buckled to the fans is Potter, and I'll be real, they did it way too late. Like that's the only time
they did it way too late, or they shouldn't have done it all.
Late. Yeah,
way too late, and they still managed to do it a week before we placed Madrid. Like,
yeah, that made no sense to me.
And then
how bad their timing
was
was
for PR as well. But like, I'll be real. I don't think unless we finish bottom half of the table, which I don't think we will this season. Like these sport directors are under no pressure this season, under none.
Which is sad, man, because they should.
Because they're doing what the owners want them to do. All accounts, yeah.
Fucking garbage.
You know what we should do? We should get that sporting director that City was about to let go, because he was doing wonders with City.
No, I think he's having a break. But there's so many sporting directors you can get. The Atletico Madrid guys just left like a month ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Andrea, whatever the fuck his name was, I can't remember his name. That's the one.
Yeah.
He's literally left a year ago, or a couple months ago. He's free. He's doing nothing right now.
You know what these two guys, sporting directors, remind me of?
If this club had some bollocks, go and poach Monchi off Villa, or go and try and get Luis Campos from PSG. Go and do something. Go and get a proper sporting director, not some of these fuckers.
They don't fit what they're trying to do.
Definitely not getting Phil back. I know that much.
What is it about Brighton that attracts them so much? Like, what is it? The success? Is it the fucking bird on their shirt? Like, I don't get.
It's financial.
It's how much money they make off the sales of the players they sign. Yeah,
it's all financial.
It's financial sustainability, and then they see money signs when they see a club like Chelsea, the size of Chelsea. If they can do that here, how much more they can make.
Bro, but if they keep going this way, Chelsea will not be the size of Chelsea anymore, man.
Well, that's why they have to be in the Champions League. They don't care about winning it per se, I don't think, but they have to be in and around so they can keep getting that global kind of recognition.
I get that, but you're still spending money and you're not on that level to even be in the Champions League. So
well,
at the same time,
well, they're done spending that money that Roman left them. They're done spending that money to
no, but they're not.
Like, do you think they're still going to keep dropping money, Caicedo and Enzo money?
No, not those kind of bids. But I mean that the where I disagree, so I don't think it's necessarily a case of like getting Champions League. I just think it's like Kai said, and I think I saw someone tweet this like a while ago. They just see us like a stock market, like. They keep buying these guys just to flip them. Like that's, when they buy players, I'm convinced the first thing they think about is how much can I get for him when I flip him. I'm convinced that's the case.
They'll keep doing that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Bro. That's not how you run a football club.
That's
the only way you can do that. The only way you can do that successfully is if you're City and you're already at the top, which we weren't.
And you already have an established.
You can't do that where we are
and be established squad.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
That's the problem. That's what I thought they were going to do when they came in. I thought they were going to build.
There's gonna come a point where the players are not gonna find us attractive, right? Like, because we're not
that's another issue.
Profile
that's part of the reason Tel has said no to us so far.
Yeah,
it's exactly what happened with Arsenal, by the way. After the invisible team that died off, it's the same thing.
03, 04, yeah.
And you know what? And you know how you get past. And you know how you get past that. Or the number one way to get past that.
You build a team that is ready, man. But what? I don't know, man.
No, you give them higher wages than they would originally want, which we won't do either.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing that. That's why I think we're screwed. Is because we decided to cap ourselves, and we are okay with that because we don't think we need that caliber of player. I mean, we're almost there, to be honest. We're a top 4 caliber team without that wage, without breaking the wage structure. So they think we can do this. They're fine with this. But that's all they need is top 4.
I'm convinced we're 3 positions. We're like 3 positions away from genuinely being able to challenge. But when I say those 3 positions, I'm not talking about stopgaps or some mid player that doesn't move the needle. I'm talking about 3 actual like
along the
elite
spine.
players.
Top
Yeah.
three,
Along
top
the
five in their
spine.
position players away from challenging from the league, and they refuse to address those positions.
Two of them
Just-
could just be sorted by just recalls, or just like players that we already have.
No, I disagree. No, the three positions are striker, which we don't have anyone on loan that fits that. Goalkeeper, which
Goalkeeper,
no one fits.
another
Or
centre
centre
back.
back.
Yep.
Those are the three positions we need.
I still want to
I'm
try
talking-
Jorgensen, but I hear the other two.
No, but he's not top level. Like, let's not do this. He's not top level.
No, but like as in you could play him and find out his level, innit? Look, I'm
Yeah,
not going to
he's
say
not
he can't
title
be
winning.
at
That's
that
what I said.
point.
He's not title challenging.
Yeah, he's
Not
better than
immediate.
Sanchez, but I don't
Not
know that
immediate.
he's
Yeah, he's better than
gonna get
Sanchez.
us to the
The
line.
bar is like
In hell.
You alright?
What was it? Yeah, shout out Jimmy in the chat. Damasio, that's it. Big up, bro. This is Damasio tweet. Oh, Casaday's arrived in Torino. Nice.
great.
Right, he's
Nice.
gone.
Fantastic.
I think we need a little.
Ciao.
I think with the way we're running now, we could get there with a little bit of luck, but I don't know why we're running it on luck. We could get there if Jackson, that form he had earlier, if he can continue with that consistently, which we know that's not in his game, it's not in his DNA. But if he could have been that kind of player, if Sanchez could have cut out the bozo stuff, maybe if Jorgensen ends up being a decent goalkeeper, we could be there. If Fofana gets over his injury issues, we could have been there. If Lavia gets over his injury issues, we could be there. But that's the guarantee that we don't
Those
have.
are a lot of ifs,
And they're
bro.
not willing to, and
That's
they're
a lot
not
of
willing
ifs.
to. They're not
Way too
willing to
many.
patch that up. But we have those players in already, and that was going to be good enough. But they don't seem to care about the fact that those issues are holding us back. They're not willing to rectify it, because even despite that, we're still in and around the top four. And if we can get the top four, that's good. That's good enough for them. Trust me, that's
There-
good enough for them.
But there's a
And they
lot
can
of
move-
teams who are around us close to top four. Like I think
That's
between
where-
us and
that's
them,
where they're
Point
naive.
difference, yeah.
not even one
That's where they're
point.
naive.
I don't think
If they weren't
we're
naive, they
on
would have
points. I
seen
think
this
it's
coming
just on
earlier.
the alphabetical order at this point, man. What can you do, man?
Trying.
It is.
One thing you could do: drop the goalkeeper. Everything, a lot of things would improve with that at the very least. We'd be a bit more comfortable with the back line, less susceptible to conceding silly goals, and then it just solely becomes the attack. And can we bury a few of our chances?
But let me ask you this: do you guys think we could potentially win the league with Maresca? Let's say we didn't have the issues we did with injuries.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we
definitely,
potentially
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With all of the areas addressed, we'd be competing.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Even the stuff you're
Now,
seeing
to
now.
say
see, this
outright
is-
win, I can't answer that because like Liverpool's still doing
Yeah, because
their
like
thing, but we'd be
I think
competing and we'd be
the style of play is good enough to win the league, and I think
don't
that
care.
like
But why does style dictate ability?
no, because we've seen like style of play can help. Like we're seeing Arsenal this season. Arsenal aren't any really worse of a team in terms of players, but the style of play is worse, so they look worse, and they have been worse this season than they have been previous seasons. So it does make a difference.
I don't know about. I don't think their form is down to style.
I think
don't-
it
it
is.
was
Like,
work-
the defense
it
is
was
exactly
work-
the same outside of Zinchenko for Calafiori. Who cares?
It was working.
Nah,
for
their
them, but I
defensive
think-
record is not that great.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like their defense
what-
isn't any
that's
different. The
what
goalkeeper
changed.
isn't different. The
No, but
midfield,
it's
the only
gotten worse,
difference is
though.
they bought. Yeah, but they
The back
haven't.
line has
Like,
gotten worse.
it's not like they've lost. No, the difference is that it's not like they've lost a bunch of players. Like the only real change, the main change, is their style of play.
They've changed their style of play, but even last year, didn't you look at them and say they need a striker?
Yes, no, but what I'm saying is I think they're worse than they were last season, and they've not got worse.
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah.
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
but
Need a second? They have Kai Havertz, bro.
Fuck
you
Kai
mean?
Havertz.
But don't you think that if they had a striker, even with the style of play now, they would be in a
Wait,
much better
who
position?
has more goals, Jackson or Kai Havertz?
Jackson.
Jackson.
Does he?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
it's like one or two more, maybe.
Yeah, by one.
Yeah, by one goal.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, either way, my point was, you guys think Maresca is good enough to win the league with this team if it was maybe
Bro, at this
healthy?
point,
in
everyone
terms
thinks
of good
that
enough to
Arsenal
win
is
the league, I don't know just based off Liverpool. but I
yeah,
think
dude,
we'd
I
be
can't believe.
competing with them.
I'm surprised
Moyes,
you
you know
guys
what
can
it
say yes off a half a season.
my thing is I think he could, but I think I don't know. I think it's unfair to judge him whether he could or not at the moment, because they're handicapping him. Like,
yeah, that's what it is.
Like, we could have Pep, and I don't think we win the league with the current squad we're doing and what we're doing with this club. I don't think we do, because I think Pep would need some things that we don't have in this team and we aren't willing to get, in terms of whether that be a level of player or profiles or whatever that they're not doing. So that's.
And I actually share your sentiment completely. This is what I said from previous seasons.
So, like,
Doesn't matter who you
I think
bring in.
Maresca could.
However, I think you can still tell someone who's good enough to truly get you over the line, even in this mess.
Yeah,
I
and that's
just
what I'm
don't
saying.
know
I think Maresca. I think we've seen enough from the fact we were second.
The best I can give is that
and what we've seen
I
for
don't
most
know.
of the season. I think
Yeah, I
we've
don't
seen.
know
I personally, I think I've seen enough from Maresca to say, with the right additions, yes, we could win the league. Not we definitely will. We could. But the thing is, I don't think the additions we need, they're willing to get at all. So,
yeah, I'll be real.
Not the
First,
elite
gotta start
versions of
for-
those
I don't think
positions
he's
anyway.
willing to ask for them.
Gotta walk before you can run.
and that's another. Yeah, that's another thing. I don't know whether he's willing to ask.
And I don't think any manager who is for sure good enough to win a league would come here. And then because
Yeah,
they
to
would have
work
to deal
for
with
these
something
guys,
like that. I think that's where we're stuck. And I remember going back to Nagelsmann. At that time, I was willing to believe that whatever the brief the club put out was probably the truth. Maybe Nagelsmann was acting funny, but I look back at that now, and I look at the characters that we actually entertained, who are proven winners. They wanted nothing to do with us. And these are the kind of managers that we're settled with. I think Maresca is probably the best out of the ones that we've entertained, of the B-level managers or below top winning, like have done it before, been there, done that. That could actually
Even
get
then,
us
he's
there.
up and coming. We can't even write him off as just that.
Yeah.
But I just think we've gotten a little bit lucky with actually getting the right person. But none of
I
that
also
actually
don't
matters at
think
the end of the day.
Maresca was the
I don't
best of
even
those
know,
managers coming
like,
through. The best
But-
of those managers coming through was Amarim. Like, as good as Maresca
Yeah, but
has been,
did
he
we
wasn't the
interview
best
him?
of them.
Jimmy, I
Did we
sent you the
actually-
link.
I don't remember if we actually had him in the mix.
We
like that.
had
I remember-
interest at some point while the directors and owners have been here, but I don't know when it was. I can't remember when it was. We have definitely had interest.
Jimmy's
Yeah,
gonna come to Yale now, man. Jimmy's coming to Yale, bro.
Okay, I think I gotta leave.
Now the links in there anyway. Yeah, in terms of Maresca, I do think we'd be contending for the title if we had just addressed the summer a little bit better.
Yeah.
Whether we win it or not is completely different. That's
Not
a
even
completely
the
different
summer, this window
thing.
as well. Like, no adaptation.
We'd be closer still. Still be closer.
I don't know. I need to see more. I need to see more.
But then,
Because
what,
we-
the type of player,
Mhm.
then the type of players worth talking about, then, or like the highest quality.
You don't think we'd be contending, huh?
If we did get the highest quality, yes.
Brother, you were
but
just in the
that's-
chat a minute ago saying we're only 4 points off third.
Ziad's confused.
Like,
He's confused. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't say that.
I'm not even saying win it. I'm saying contend. We'd be about top 3 and all that. Yeah, compete. I think we'd be competing if we had better windows. That's it.
But where does it stop for you guys, right? Because if you're saying we could have had a good enough team to compete with this manager, fair enough. You know, that's like where we kind of want to be to start. But we're gonna have to improve this squad at some point. We still need to make that like line crossing kind of acquisition.
Like
or
who?
improvement to the squad.
Like who?
Like a striker who scores goals.
So you think
Or-
is that not what we all been asking for? You act like you breaking news. Yeah, everybody know we need a striker.
Okay, and I'm saying we wouldn't be willing to get that even if we were competing. So
How
is
you
that
know
good
when
enough?
we would?
How
So
do
they
I
wasn't
know?
trying. They wasn't trying for Usherman. They wasn't.
Yeah, but they weren't willing to pay what he needed, what he was asking for, even after
Because
we
they can't pay. Yo, why
Then
y'all?
that's what I'm saying, Jimmy. I
But
don't know
hold
why
on,
you're
wait.
still in your
But
argument.
why can't they pay it? Do y'all not notice no fucking body spends money no more? Like, do y'all not?
So
No, listen, just listen. Notice. Maybe you don't watch other team fan channels and all that. Bruh, everything we're saying, every motherfucking team literally is saying. If you don't believe me, take 5 minutes and watch the first 10 minutes of any of these fan base transfer market shows. They're all saying the same thing. Dog, nobody's spending money. I don't know why. I think everybody keep thinking PSR is it's just, even though we just watched last season, was it 3 fucking teams get points deducted? It's real. And I think as fans, we still sitting here acting like, oh, this PSR bullshit. It's not bullshit. Nobody's spending money. Nobody. You see, if other people were spending money, literally, just look at the landscape. Even the quote unquote money teams. What?
City's spending money.
Well, how much did they spend in the summer? I'll wait. City spending the fucking money. City won the league, won Champions League. They got money. And they didn't spend any. Now they're spending it. Cities literally didn't spend a fucking dollar this offseason.
Yes,
and they stole players, they made money, and they didn't spend any of it. They made money on Club World Cup, all that shit. They didn't spend any of that. Go watch any... What?
They just spent a bunch of money this month, right?
But not in the summer. Jimmy's arguing.
Yeah, but he said this off season, this window or something.
Summer, but it's not exactly a lot.
But isn't it even harder to spend money in January than in the summer?
No,
not really. Costs a bit more, but
yeah, like you can still press for it.
Bro, if we spend properly,
I do. Is the problem the transfer fee?
Yo, it's the same money. They didn't spend. You mean it's harder? It's the same money. Money is money.
How much is Baramushi get in a week? What's his?
Fuck knows. I have no
It's
idea.
at least 200, I think.
Give me 3
swear
minutes.
it's
I'll
up
be
there.
back.
I can check.
Things they spent no money this summer. They spending it now. Everything they realized they didn't get in the summer, they like, oh shit, we need it, get it now. Because we not in top 4. We fighting for our life for Champions League. They went and got this shit.
Apparently he's on 300k nearly. 295.
Who's that?
Mummy.
No, actually,
Mamush.
I've noticed what Jimmy's saying about other clubs also complaining about a club don't want
Like not some, every club. That shit blew my mind when I started realizing.
So I agree with you, but I think it's already an issue because we're a team that is supposed to be in that conversation, and yet we have a team, but yet we still have a lot of important missing pieces, and we're not willing to rectify it.
Yo,
so we're
Moyo, you're missing my point. Moyo, Arsenal. You think Arsenal's so fucking great, don't you? Because I hear y'all waxing about Arsenal. You know what Arsenal say they need? A striker, a winger, a center back. It's the same. Go and listen. It's the same thing. You hear Arsenal fans say we signed 20. We signed 20 fucking defenders, and we still need a defender. You hear them say that? I'm dead serious. I'm not making this up.
That's to do with money. That's not to do with money, though. That's not a money issue.
What do you mean it's not a money issue?
Their issue is the fact that owners aren't doing anything. It's not a money issue.
No, my point is they don't have y'all. Do y'all see their wages? The fans are complaining. Y'all be thinking teams got all this money to spend and all this leverage, and by their actions, they're showing you no, we don't. But it's like people don't want to believe it. When we just watched last year, we just watched. We watched Everton. Nottingham Forest, like 4 teams got points deducted because they treated PSR like it was, this ain't nothing.
Okay. Where are Forest now, by the way, out of interest?
I think they're are they still third?
Yeah.
Third, right? Yeah, third, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Anyway.
I mean, I think that's something... Whatever trouble we have with PSR, we put ourselves in.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That's why I don't give these owners any leeway with PSR. When you're spending on shit like KDH and buying Washington and buying all these fucking guys that don't matter, like I don't care. You don't get grace.
Yeah, it's not like they don't have money to spend, but they're spending on the wrong people and the wrong pieces.
Yeah, you're spending it like shit.
No, but listen, they're making the money.
Where are your priorities?
They're making the money back. 10 million for
that's their priority.
So,
that's all we're saying. That's their priority.
That's not that has to be a priority because we got to make money. How the fuck else the team make money? Not the stadium. So that selling player shit is gonna always be a part of the plan. These dickhead whoever these sporting director niggas is, they can just make this very simple. We don't need 900,000 people like how y'all doom and glooming. Some of the shit y'all yell out that we need, I don't agree with. I understand why y'all think we need that shit, but I don't think we need it. So what we do need is a fucking real goalkeeper. We need a real striker. These are things that I don't think anybody disagree with. And they're so evident. That's why, like, when people saying fire these fucking dudes, anybody saying no, give them more time, I believe you're a dickhead. Because we asking for the same shit we was asking for last year this time. Striker and goalkeeper. That's the main shit. I don't care about, we need a winger. Man, fuck a winger. We need no fucking winger. We got 900 wingers. We need a fucking striker and we need a fucking goalkeeper. All that other shit is extra. You always need something. So it'll never be a day where you got a team and you like, we don't need anything. But the thing is priorities. Like, what comes first? What you gonna get first? We should be getting a fucking striker. If you don't think striker's our number one priority or goalkeeper, something I don't know how to fuck. You ain't been looking at Chelsea.
We need a striker since 2020. Let's be
That's
honest.
what I'm saying.
I agree 1,000% with that. I don't see why they're going after Garnacho then.
Yeah, I don't see why they're going after Garnacho. I don't see why they mention any other. I don't know why they mentioning center backs. Fuck all that. Go get a fucking striker.
It's just what Kai said. Answer that stock market bullshit. Fucking buying
Because
a
I
player
think
young and
I just
selling him
think
for
they're.
profit later.
I think they're just looking for opportunities. I think
That's
Samu
it.
would have been a decent striker option that we got instead of Gyu, but he was an opportunity, but it didn't work out. So they said, fine,
Because
we're
they
not going to
fucked
get
it up
another
with the
striker.
whole image rights thing.
We'll just get someone else. Samu was an opportunity
It
that
was
would have come
Moyo,
with
it was
getting
the
rid of
same.
Gallagher. It didn't work out.
It was
So
the
we chose
same with the
another option.
Duran thing. Like
could have got Duran,
the whole
yeah.
Duran thing. You could have, like, I see people blaming Gallagher. I'll shit on Gallagher as much as the most man, more than most people. I don't blame him for that because you could have just cut Gallagher out, not signed Kellyman, and swapped him and Maatsen. There you go, problem solved.
Yeah.
No, but they did a background check and didn't want to sign him. If you didn't want to
Oh,
sign
what?
him,
Because of his
then your
attitude.
background.
His
That's
attitude,
what they.
yeah.
That's
You
just
can use
PR.
whatever you want.
It's
That's
PR
what
and its
they.
reasons
But
to
that's
not
what
get
they
him.
use. That's what they use
That's
to
their
not
excuse.
sign him.
Just like Samu had that
If you want to do
problem with
that,
his medical, right?
Yeah, that's
if you
what
want
they
to do
do.
that to not sign him, then do that. But all these are like, to me, they have the money at least to get those positions that Jamie just mentioned, a striker
Yep.
and a goalkeeper.
Striker and a
That's the
goalkeeper,
only
bruh.
thing. If that's the only thing you want to sign this entire summer, and you don't sell Chalobah, you keep Chalobah, we do what we have to deal with. If that's what, but those two have to be world class. They have to be the best of the best. That we don't have to worry about it. It can't be, let's go get Delap, and then I don't know who else you get, Chevalier or whatever, some random French,
Chevalier, the goalkeeper.
the random French guy. These are the kind of guys that's bullshit guys. I can't. If you get this kind of guy, nothing gets better. If you spend 200 mil and that 200 is on those two positions for the best of the best, I'm with it.
But here's the fucked up part, right? This is the bind I always find myself in. I can't name who these people are they should get. I can't. I don't know a striker that I feel comfortable like, yeah, that's the guy. Because even Isak, right? As much as you would have to pay for Isak, why would we ignore his injury record, but bitch about everybody else's? Isak has a terrible, horrible injury record, which I would want to ignore because he's that great. But can you really ignore it? In reality, no, because we've got a bunch of motherfuckers who hurt all the time. Yeah. And I would think that's a dereliction of duty to go and sign another big name player who got a big injury history. So it's like, I'm stuck in like, who the fuck, what striker do I want? I don't even know what striker I want. I just want one. I don't know who.
Jackson, yeah.
I want one. We need somebody else to come and make Jackson the backup striker. But I don't know who. I couldn't even fucking tell you who.
Here's the thing. The three big options all have downsides to them, right? But it's about risk. Which risk are you willing to take? Are you willing to say, you know what, I'm trying to win? Man, I know he has his downside. I'm either going for Isak. I know he has his downside. Isak is going to score. Like, the upsides for all of them are all there as well.
Yeah.
Go for Gyökeres, and we know he has his downside is when he was in the PL. in the actual league, he wasn't doing great, but championship, he did great. You know, there's questions for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the
It's
kind
just-
of guys you have to get one of the three. Question out of those three. Don't question
getting-
and end up getting
I don't-
Ferguson and say,
We're just
well, you know
desperate at
what?
this
I don't
point.
know about
That's what it
these
is.
three. I'm going to get Ferguson and figure it out there. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I just said that in a group. I ain't with this Ferguson shit, man. Like, get a striker, man. Get a real fucking striker, man.
The Ferguson thing for me, like, I don't like it, but I'm gonna say if it's just a dry loan to fill a position because you're not going to do anything till the summer, at least you're doing something. It's shit, but it's better than doing nothing.
Yeah, that I can agree with. I could, but I don't put it like this. I'd rather us not rush and spend money on a striker that is gonna have to be here more. I'd rather a dry loan with a Ferguson than go buy a Sesko. I don't want like a motherfucker like I'd rather a dry like you know what I mean? I'd rather that and then wait till the summer. Like I don't want them to go out and splash no money on somebody who I don't have no idea what the fuck we about to get. At least I know Asherman, fucking goal scorer. He's gonna score goal. He score goals everywhere. Like I don't know what fucking Sesko is. I don't trust no Sesko. And even the Bucharest nigga, like all his goal, I like what I see, but every time I see him, they get mad space. He's not gonna have that kind of space in this league, bro. He's not gonna have that kind of space.
Bro, but also these undercoat guys have their own risks too, right? Because if you get guys who are not famous for scoring goals, you're gonna basically just hope that they're gonna do good too, man. You're gonna base that on potential. You can't do that either because we've seen
That's why I'm not. That's why I'm not with
too.
the Delap thing, because like the Delap thing, same as the Jackson thing. We're like, you're hoping that the 8 goals he's got in the league so far for Ipswich scales up because he's playing with better players, but you don't know that because he's not done that before. So you're just hoping that it scales up. And we've seen with Jackson, it hasn't, or it did like a little bit. He went from 9 in 8 VRL to 14. So like it scaled a bit, but not enough to what we need. That's why with like these other guys we're mentioning, like Daniel said, I don't care who you get out of Gyökeres, Isak, or Osimhen. Ultimately, as long as you get one of those three, because anyone else,
I don't put Gyökeres with those other two. Me personally, I don't put Gyökeres with them. Yeah, I don't think Gyökeres has done enough for me to put him with those other two. Like I've seen enough of those other two, and it's sustained enough for their club and country that I'm like, all right, cool. Well, not Isak, not so much with country, but Isak did it in the Prem. Asherman was with club and country. Like this Bucharest nigga, he's only been good in fucking Portugal. I've seen this before.
I think he's technically more gifted than both of them, though.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't care about that. It's always in space. Go look at it. Nigga is always in mad space. You are not getting that kind of space playing for Chelsea. We've never had a striker get the kind of space he has when he scored goals. Look at the space he got.
That's the only place where he played, though. You can't judge him on something that he haven't played with, right?
He played in the championship, bro.
Yeah.
He played in the championship, and when he was done, nobody wanted him. Nobody. So whatever he did in the championship wasn't enough to get nobody in the Prem to go, oh, I'll have some of that. He got to go to Portugal. I'm not saying he can't cook. He can. But this is my personal. Like, I'll put him low third on the list of those 3 guys just named. Low, way low. So low that he in 4th. He's 4th in a 3-man race. I don't put him with Asherman and Isak. I don't. I just don't. Me personally, I don't. Now, I might be wrong. I just don't. Because I think it's not proven enough. When somebody like Darwin Núñez and them type of dudes cut up that league, the league he cut up, the strikers that come from there ain't really showed me enough. They ain't really showed me enough. So it gives me a little pause for the cause.
Jeez, right. I'm just going to go through a couple of these super chats quick. Big up to DH saying we have become Brighton FC. Not really, but let's hear it. Big up to DH saying, why don't we bid for a Marquinhos for experience?
I sent about for PSG. What?
It'd be expensive, but this is the type of signing that would be a statement. Like in the position we're in, like in the summer, for example, say we get top 4, like that type of signing would be a statement. Like, I don't necessarily think we can get Marquinhos, but that kind of guy. But they would do it.
Yeah, he's got another 3 years left on his deal as well.
Yeah, he signed an extension anyway.
What else? Big up to Ziggy saying you all know it's going to be a PSR and salary cap. We've heard that salary cap's going to be coming into effect soon. I don't know whether it'll be this summer or the next one, but it does seem like clubs are bracing themselves for it. Big up
They
to you,
are.
Ziggy.
Trust me. That's why you don't see nobody making no move. I'm sitting here like nobody ain't spending no money.
Yeah, it makes sense
Nobody.
when you really think about it.
Hell
Big
yeah,
up-
it's weird. It's weird. Like nobody's spending money. It's all inquiries. Only people spending money is the fucking Saudis. You getting that money straight up one time, wham bam,
I mean,
thank you,
Arsenal
fucking
made it
ma'am.
good. Arsenal was trying to sign what's his name?
So I think I'll be real. I think when it comes to most of the league, I think you're right. When it comes to the top clubs, though, like the top clubs in this league, I just think it's not. I don't think the reason people aren't spending is because of money. I think it's because of just incompetence. Like
No, I'm talking. I refuse to believe all 6 clubs incompetent,
I
man.
got a rapid 5 though, guys.
No, you can take City out of that. City have done their business.
You can't even take City out. The City was very incompetent. City went the offseason and they lost Alvarez. They looked at their midfield and they was like, yeah, we good. And they shit the bed. City did the same thing everybody else doing. The only thing is City's this team that had no PSR, none of that, because of all the winnings they had and they didn't spend money. So this transfer window, they splashed. Nobody else is splashing. Nobody else, just City.
I mean, we're seeing teams put bids in though. We've just seen Tottenham reportedly put a bid in for Tel of 60 mil, so they have money. The difference is their owners are
Tottenham
leaving.
always got money because they never spend.
That's not Jimmy. That's my point. It was the same with Arsenal. These guys have money. It's just they're incompetent.
I don't know about Arsenal though. I don't know about Arsenal.
They're just incompetent. They just don't want to spend it.
Arsenal ain't really been doing much of nothing. And you look at their wage scale, they shit is up there, bro.
Yeah,
Arsenal wage scale is up there way. That's why I think their squad is so short. Because they most of their guys, they pay them ridiculous. Like what they used to say about us and Man United about wages, go look at Arsenal wages.
And
their shit is like that.
You know
now.
why? It's because they're trying to compete.
Yeah, they're trying to compete, but at the same time, they ain't winning shit.
Here's the thing.
That's what
And they not winning shit, and they still got Kai Havertz and all these dudes. So what I'm like that was my point. Like it's the landscape. Because like Arsenal won a striker, right? They had to put a bid in for Ali Watkins. Think about that. I need a goal scorer. Who I'm gonna go get? Ali Watkins. Like what?
And only that was
no, but
as well.
But that's in the context of what you're used to in the Prem. That's low, my nigga. You need a striker. And
I have a question to ask you. So you were saying things about Gyökeres. Me and you weren't on the panel during the Haaland versus Lukaku days, but people on this panel, I don't remember everyone who was on this panel, but people on this panel when we were doing those arguments were saying, oh, look at Haaland, he's playing for Dortmund, he has all the space to counterattack.
Yeah, we're not gonna do the Haaland and Gyökeres comparison. No, that's not even close.
No, I can to an extent because he's on similar pace.
Bro, it's not to an extent. Haaland was like 19, man. What are we talking about?
Yes, but I'm saying different
people. But bro, Gyökeres is a big grown-ass man. Haaland was like 17, 18, 19, 20.
But you're talking about the style of play, which was, hey, look at him have all this space. And Haaland, during those Dortmund days, used to have a lot of space.
But Haaland was doing it in, hold on, Champions League everywhere. He was crushing everything.
Yeah,
and he was a kid.
He literally
but Gyökeres is like 26. What are we talking about?
That's nothing to do with how he plays. We're talking about how he plays. And
but we're talking about him actually peaked out. He's at his peak. He's peaked. He's 26, 27. He's at the best a striker should be. And that's what he's doing. And he's doing it in a shit league.
But
and I'm not knocking that. I'm not saying, hold on.
We're okay with that.
I'm not saying that that's not possible. You can't knock it good in one league and come back. But he's 26 or 27.
26 years old, yeah.
Yeah, he's not like you can't compare him to what Haaland was doing. Haaland was a kid.
I get what CP is saying because I remember
bro, but I understand what he's saying too. But the only thing that it cannot compare is you were watching a wonder kid do that compared to a grown ass man. It's no comparison.
That's fine.
Prime, quickly, I'm going to read the super chat.
For me, at least during that time, part of why I was saying no to Haaland was the fact that, and even Lukaku, who I rated, I still didn't want to bring him in because when I looked at the players that we had around him, we didn't have enough creativity in order to supplement them actually scoring goals. That's for me a big thing about buying a striker. Bring in someone that actually suits the way we play. Don't just bring in a name for the sake of bringing in a name. So whether it is Gyökeres or Osimhen or this guy or that guy or Isaac or whoever, make sure they actually suit how we play instead of just saying, "Oh, this guy scored 25 goals. Oh, let's bring him in." I don't want a name. I want the actual profile that suits.
All right, shout out to Guyan as well, saying it's possible that Maresca doesn't think a striker and a goalkeeper is a priority, especially for this window. Hence why the directors are not acting with urgency to fill these areas. It's not true because even Maresca in the press conference
that's
today,
bullshit. That's
a
bullshit.
striker. He's been basically saying all month that I need a striker. Now the goalkeeper situation, that could be either or. But the striker, no, he's been saying that he needs a striker still, Guyan. But big up to you, man. Big up, everybody. I'm sorry I can't keep this stream going for any longer, but I got to hop on Mike's channel, and then I got to go and get a trim pattern, so I'm going to bounce. But big up, everybody. We're going over to Mike's anyway, and we're going to continue this preview, so I'll see you guys in about 5 minutes. Bless up, everybody. Up the